No, I said you were going to do it.
Oh, Welcome to the Sid View podcast.
Not bad.
Bruh. Not bad.
Diego, thoughts?
He's busy swooning over a cookie.
No,
Yeah,
I was
those
thinking
sounds
about
are
her
not-
tone of voice.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, that's what she said.
See, I mean, it was relaxing, but Diego, I thought that was about the cookie.
Oh, it is. It really is. These
yeah.
cookies are
I
freaking...
know. I just ate quite a few.
They're so bad for me. I'm not going to eat this kind of stuff anymore because I'm fat.
What
Yeah.
cookies are they?
I don't know.
Chocolate chip.
Oh,
Good old Stop and Shop chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip?
Make you
you don't like
wasteland.
chocolate chip, bro?
I don't like chocolate.
Are you... Dude, I
Seriously.
don't like chocolate either. But chocolate chip
Don't talk to
cookies-
Bonds about food. He's so weird.
You are weird about food.
No, I'm just uniquely correct.
Emma... You know what's weird?
What's so funny? That's a serious statement, Sid.
I know your whole thing for a while was pineapple. Was that what on pizza?
Pineapple on pizza, yes.
Emma loves it.
Well,
Emma's
Emma,
weird too.
She's not getting
like,
it-
she wants a Hawaiian pizza. I'm like, who the hell wants a pineapple on their pizza? Not
she's
me.
not getting camera
Paul
time
Verricchio
anymore.
did.
Paul Verricchio did.
He was a huge advocate
Yeah,
of
no.
Preston,
Hawaiian.
Preston, come here for a second. So Preston's he actually lived in Hawaii.
Oh, no.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
tell him about the pineapple.
Okay, so I lived in Hawaii for 3 years, and at no point out there did I ever saw regularly pineapple put on pizza. So it is not Hawaiian at all. I don't understand any point of it. It's so stupid.
It's fraudulent, is what you're saying.
Well done, Preston.
Completely fraudulent.
Pineapple pizza is fraudulent.
Faux
You're right.
Hawaiian. they should
Dude,
call it.
there's no way. No way. I mean, I don't know. Emma's like, I'm not eating that. We get half. That half is yours. I don't want any pineapple at all.
Sacrilege.
All right, Kenny, listen, you're already tapped in on 6 comments, Kenny.
That's why he's our number one.
Get crazy
fan.
now, though. Listen, I maybe I'll throw in an extra 5 for you, but don't reach the limit, guy.
Oh, Ketty's great.
It's gonna be,
Ketty
you know.
is
I mean, he's
great.
already got 75 XP.
XP. What are we, gaming?
I guess.
God.
Swanee, do you like pineapple on pizza?
No, not
Good,
at all.
Good.
I had pizza last night, right? Went out for a family dinner with like 10 of us. Pizza was so hot, burnt my tongue, and it still hurts.
Really?
Yeah, you ever do that? Like you just want to eat it so bad, and then you eat the piece. Now my whole tongue is scorched.
I've done that with like the roof of my mouth. When you
Oh.
scratch it and it's burnt, it's the worst.
You said that Gary's gonna be watching?
Oh yeah, Gary's gonna.
Like I got a different joke for the intro. Here we go.
Oh, good old Gary.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
god.
jeez.
Yeah.
Now Swanee's nervous.
Nah,
No,
I
no,
ain't nervous
no.
at all.
I don't give a
Nothing to be
shit.
nervous about.
Right. Oh yeah.
OG, only Gary.
Yeah.
Tim is in the chat. I mean, him and Michaela were responsible for getting the drivers to admit to liking pineapple. They got a few of them, too.
That guy Tim?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
Well, let's start the insanity.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Man Cave for the next edition of the Sid View podcast. Another busy week going on there in southern New England. Lots to talk about. Diego's in the house. What's up, brother?
Yo, man, it's a sunny Tuesday. Back in the man cave with a bunch of cool ass people. I'm ready to roll.
All right, our girl Reminator over here on the controls.
Am I going to be the one doing this?
Well, I was going to have Gary Casella do it, and then I thought, he don't want me to put cameras on his car. He ain't touching this equipment.
Yo. It's a beautiful Tuesday. I'm here with my boys. Let's do this.
All right, I don't know who's down in the bullpen, but somebody's there with a new haircut.
What up, everybody? Your man Rob back in the house, but the board tells the story. The fro is not. I know, many people may be scared, but just you wait. A few weeks, we'll be back in business.
All right, and over there on the news desk with the new sound bites, our man Bonssa.
Of you to drop by.
Anyways, yes, coming up on the weekly update, we got Modified Madness and Monadnock while Priest pulled out his tricks in the Crown Vics.
Bonza hated that so much he cut it right off. He didn't even let the sound bite go all the way. It's unbelievable. All right, listen, everybody, get yourself ready because we got an action-packed show ready to go. You're going to want to jump in that live chat. Go to youtube.com/SidsView/join, $4.99 a month. Also be able to participate in our Who Won the Week segment later on in the show and get bonus content on Thursday And that just might have to be content with our man, Matt Swanson's in the house. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you stopping in. It took this guy 3 hours to get here today, but he was not deterred. Woo! That's pretty awesome. Appreciate you coming in, guy. On the Seacon Grand Prix hot seat, if I did not say that earlier. Diego, long week of stuff going on, all the way back to last Wednesday.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. You know, we went up to Stafford, and Emma actually made her first Stafford, debut, and that was a great day. It was finally nice to have some nice weather.
Right.
To see all the Monaco mods in the pits, was pretty damn awesome. And overall, just a great, great night. I mean, I wish we got to stick around. You know, I get up for work real early. So I had to head out of there a little early before the race and listen and watch on the phone on the ride home. But it was just exciting to be there. It was a great night to be at Stafford. So.
Well, we got there early. I went up there with my man Preston. We went up there early because we wanted to make sure that we got some content with Ryan because we know he's going to be a busy day and getting pulled in a bunch of directions. And one of the first guys I see is over here is our man Swanee. What the hell happened?
Unfortunately, we
You had to hit him with that.
that's what the motor said. We've just been struggling, just stuff out of our control, and went to Stafford. And
So you guys were there, the part of the early practice, one of the teams that were there practicing earlier?
so
okay.
we actually rented the racetrack with Ryan, Ronnie, John Michael Shenette, Jacob Perry, and I think Woody was one of them also.
Yep.
And unfortunately, we lost the motor and had to sit on the sidelines for the rest of the day.
Yeah. So you ended up helping Ronnie, right?
Yeah, I try and if I'm not racing, I'll go hang out over at the 50. Try and keep the in-laws happy.
Well, listen, they had a they had an interesting day, and I went over there. They lost their rear end, right, in practice.
Yeah. I don't know if they thought the same thing, but I think I just got that black cloud over me because I was hanging out over there before the 25 showed up because, you know, Gary and the guys got to show up a little fashionably late for everything.
Yeah.
So I was hanging out over there with Ronnie, and he went out and lost a rear end. So they had a long day going for him, too.
Yeah, shout out to Adam Scavore, Ronnie's car owner. So that team has always been great to me in terms of the cameras. They always let me put cameras whenever. And, you know, just going back to years ago when we followed them around for that season, you know, went to their shop a bunch of times. So I've gotten to know those guys over the year. And so I just went to check in. I always, even somebody like that who always says yes, I always feel like, and I've been telling Preston this too, like even if they always say yes, just go in and check, make sure everything's cool. And I saw Adam, and he just looked at me, and he was not happy. And he says, he goes, yeah, I'm not in a good mood right now, but you can do whatever you want. Yeah, it's okay. I was like, all right, I'll see you later. So I was thrilled that he at least gave me the okay, even though they were in it, man. That car was in pieces there for a while. So, all right. I also wanted to say that I definitely missed Rob with the on-camera stuff because it was hot as freaking balls there, and we have to wear black shirts when we're working for Monaco. So my fat ass was just struggling at the end of the night when you had to do the interviews.
See, now you know.
Yeah, and I knew I just must have been omitting odors and whatnot.
And people wonder why I cut the hair off. Believe me, when it's that every week, it gets kind of hard to keep in a aesthetically pleasing shape.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad. You know, it was kind of a late night.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, for the teams that were traveling, I mean, I wonder if guys like, I don't know if you know this, guys like Hirschman and those guys that travel 4, 5, 6 hours to get there.
Right.
They must be staying somewhere, right? You have to think that.
Otherwise, they'd be home at 4 or 5 in the morning.
They may just do that. He probably does that, but man, you know, that was the only unfortunate part of the night for me, that it was just so late. I get up for work at 5. It's hard for me to hang out that late.
Yeah.
And you know, so it's kind of a bummer. But I did get to watch some qualifying races. And
did you watch the pole dash thing?
I didn't. We were getting ready to go out, and I was just listening. Then I heard him drawing, and but the place was packed, man.
Oh yeah,
dude, I'm like,
fantastic
so
crowd.
listen. So we, you know, where we pitted was, you know, kind of behind the grandstands, and it was just easier for us to go up and watch practice in the grandstands. And so I was with my sister-in-law and Don and Brody. And we're like, yo, the place is packed for practice.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, for practice, the place is packed. So, it was quite impressive to see that kind of people, especially with the racing on flow, and they still show up and still pack the house for that race, which was on a Wednesday night, to say the least, packed.
Wednesday shows can work for fans if it has a big attraction to it.
Which this race had several.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that just goes to, that's always been a debate. We've debated here on the pod about whether or not if you do live stream, or I used to get it back in the day about, just putting all the Speedbowl races on YouTube for free.
Right.
But if you do things right, people are still, it actually, I think, has the adverse effect. Whereas if you keep showing people what a great product you have, eventually they're going to want to come to see it in person.
It was amazing. Like, it reminded me of, like, we used to go to the Speedbowl as kids, me and Sean, back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And they'd play the music.
That's right in the 80s. That's when they invented phones, right?
The first ever telephone.
Wow.
Absolutely.
We're doing that again?
Sorry, Ren. Yeah, go ahead.
But I remember, I know I just said it, but me and my brother, we'd have to get there early because we wanted to watch every lap of, and I know you've discussed this. Why are you guys watching practice on a Friday night for the Cup? But
What are we talking about?
right. So we used to do that to the Speedbowl when we were kids. We would have our parents drop us off as early as the gates opened.
Yeah.
So we could go watch everything. And not that I want to do it now. We have a car in the race.
Right.
And I said, when we went up there, I was like, man, this reminds me of the old days of, practice. Right. It was hard to find a seat to watch practice.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember I had, so it's fun taking some of the guys. So the drone tech Ben was there back with us.
Yeah.
and another camera guy, Josh. And so for some of these guys, and Preston as well, they'd never been to Stafford in person before. And so we went up.
Oh, this was Preston's first time too?
Yeah.
Oh, he was
No way. Go
Oh,
to
he was
Stafford?
excited.
So I
that's
brought him up
crazy.
to the tower, and I just remember they were just in awe. Like Josh was taking the thing with his phone, and I guess take that for granted because I go up there all the time. But
Right.
It was kind of neat to see these guys' excitement from that view to just check out the track and with the big crowd. But I wanted to ask about the pole dash thing because I kind of got I felt like it was a great idea, but I felt like it got mixed reviews afterwards.
I mean, it started off kind of strange. They were drawn for 6 spots, and then they had a bag that had 10 balls in it. I was really confused. The first one that got drawn was 8. I was like, what? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I didn't see that part. So, but I just remember afterwards. I didn't watch it. So because we wanted to shoot the winner, which was Ryan, and so we got off the tower and got back to get ready for that. So I didn't see it. But a lot of the feedback that I was getting was that it wasn't as intended because most of the guys didn't want to use up their tires.
Oh, really?
And so it really wasn't competitive.
I thought the racing was fine. I thought it was honestly on par, if not better, with the rest of the heats.
I think Priest definitely gave it the biggest effort. He took the lead from Jake, but guys like Hirschman and McKennedy, they were definitely not trying as hard because I think you have to start your feature on those same tires. So
why would you want to?
Yeah, so you don't want to overdo it and put yourself in a bad spot because in the end, it's the 80 lapper that matters the most. So I think there was a little bit of 1 or 2 people driving hard while the rest of them just kind of took it easy. So it didn't really bring the huge excitement. The excitement was Priest winning. I mean, the crowd went nuts for that. Right. But in terms of a sprint where it was nonstop action, just half the drivers. Yeah. Matt Hirschman said it after group qualifying before the pole dash. Starting 6 is not even a bad starting spot. So there's no bad starting spot within the top 6.
That's true.
Hey, before we go any further, and just as a note, Ryan finished ahead of both of those guys that saved their tires in the dash. So who knows if it was even a good strategy. But we can't go too much farther, Diego, without getting our friends over at Monaco Ford up there on the dash.
Speak of the devil.
Let those top 5 finishers scroll, and there is quite a few of them. So why don't we just stop dilly-dallying and get right to it here. Bonssa is ready to go here with the weekly update.
Sponsored by our friends at Belltown Motors. And we're going to start with the Monaco Modifieds at Stafford on Wednesday, a rare Wednesday event for the half mile, where Jake Johnson got his 5th career win in the Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series and his first win at Stafford. Ryan Preece finished 4th after leading the majority of the first half of the feature, but he lost spots on pit road and could never recover.
Rems, what do you say?
I do have a video
Suave
the
as
incident
always.
between Ryan Preece and Jake Johnson. Let's take a look.
That's the way to do it.
Oh no, there's no audio.
Oh boy, what's going on here, Rems?
Oh, come on, Remy.
Johnson makes
There we
the
go.
Timex time. There's trouble. They come
There's the
together.
Timex timely
Graham,
moment.
let's.
Caution is
You know what?
out.
It's live, but you're
Cars
gonna
on
have
the
to
front
bring that
straightaway.
back. Will you do that again there?
What do you think about this, Matt? Do you think the Jet did that on purpose?
No.
No, it was a little bit of a late crossover. It looks like.
Jake Johnson to the inside. Jake Johnson makes the Timex.
That was on
time.
purpose.
Trouble.
Yeah, I don't know if I
Come
could say the same
together.
for the second
Caution
maneuver.
is out.
That was a
Cars
good save by Jake.
No, keep playing it. Where you going?
Keep playing
on the
it?
Yeah.
front
Oh, yeah, there's
straightaway.
more to
The
come.
best is yet to
Together
come.
As well, and
Oh, yeah, I
it
forgot about
appears that 2 cars are involved. It is the 76 on the front straightaway.
Oh, sick.
You just love having the in cars.
That's nice.
Nice cut there, Sid.
Thank you.
And they're still having words here on the front stretch.
Now that's where it gets a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, then there's wrecked cars right in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, stuff happens.
You know, listen.
So apparently they weren't penalized because there was cars wrecking on the front stretch that they were just going by in that clip, and so that's why they weren't penalized. But it is questionable what was going on there under caution.
Do you think the Jet had a reason to be pissed off?
He probably didn't think he deserved to nearly
I
get
mean, because
dumped.
that's why I asked. I don't think he meant to. He just
Yeah.
No, he
just
didn't.
he just went to
he's-
cross over and clipped
right.
him on
Yeah.
accident.
He
Right.
said as much in his
Yeah.
post-race interview.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it was pretty obvious, intentional retaliation for something that he didn't intend to do. But, obviously, Priest is mad because it still happened.
I was about
I
to say,
feel like
you-
they're almost both a little bit justified.
You can't blame Priest for being upset about it. Now, was the action too far? I don't know. But when Jake did that, even if it was an accident, I think everybody knew Priest was probably going to do something in return. Because it's early in the race. He probably felt like that wasn't necessary to do on lap 7.
Yeah, true.
Right.
And you got to think Jake is good enough not to make that mistake at times. But adrenalines are pumping.
It was just
Right, I
a
mean-
miscalculation. I don't
Yeah.
think it was
Everybody
even
has a
remotely intentional.
misjudgment, yeah.
Yeah. But
I wouldn't have mind seeing Priest getting sent to the back or both of them or whatever and have them charged through the field. That
Right.
would have been fun to watch.
just on another thing, Jake is that team is really good.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That
They've
team,
dialed in.
bro. That team, I don't care where you go, the car is badass looking, and he wheels the hell out of it.
Right.
And they pitted alongside of me, and it's been so long for me, so it was just kind of me and Emma messing around. There was nobody in the pit. It was kind of weird. No cars there, so we had a lot of space, and Jake pulled up 2 spots over from
Right.
us, so we talked to them all night. And these guys are I don't know how you guys get that, but these guys are they had every meter out, reading air, doing this,
yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it was just, I'm like, damn, look at these guys.
Yeah.
And you could tell they love to be there, too. I mean,
Yeah.
when Jake got to put the jacket on, he took some real cheeky photos
Oh,
after.
yeah.
He loved it.
That's
And
great,
I was
though.
going to
Oh,
say,
yeah.
I love when
Right?
they play into the bit.
He's a pretty good personality,
Yeah,
man.
for
He
sure.
always looked like he's having the time of his life, and
Yeah.
he's aggressive on the track. So you always kind of your eyes kind of go to him,
Yeah.
and they got it dialed in right now.
I think that might be Jake's first win on a half-mile track, one of the bigger tracks.
Yeah.
I think a lot of his
Well-
wins were on the smaller bull ring type tracks, so that's a big one to get one on a bigger
In a
track.
modified, yeah. 'cause
In a
he's-
modified,
yeah, he's
yeah.
won late models at Thompson,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this. I think the things like putting the jacket on, when Luke Baldwin was the king,
Yeah.
that stuff is, some people may think it's gimmicky, but I think it's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
put the
Yeah.
put the coat on and just party up.
Yeah.
Because it's in auto racing, there's so many lows, right? And you're always chasing that high and that win, right, Matt? So
Absolutely.
you're always chasing it. And when you have a bad night, let's just say Matt didn't blow a motor and just went out and just ran like crap all night, that stuff just wears on you all week.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll take your life down. And
So-
then you're always chasing that high.
Well, and we were talking about Ronnie before. And Ronnie Williams finished second. And not only is that good for those guys because they've been kind of chasing it all year. Not that they were terrible, but they weren't. I mean, they kind of set the bar high for themselves over these last few years. And they kind of been a little bit off.
Oh, yeah.
And so on top of them just coming back from having a miserable early afternoon, it was good to see. I interviewed him after the race, and he was definitely in the better mood. And I went up to Adam when they were in tech, and I said, "Are you in a better mood now?"
They had a killer pit stop.
Yeah, they did.
They gained like 4 spots on pit road, I think, and took the lead at the halfway point. And they stayed up there. So they improved this past race in the Modified Masters.
You know that team, the 50 team, whenever they show up with Ronnie, you always know that they're going to be fast as hell.
Yeah.
And they always are fast as hell. I don't care what they do. They come out of the gate wherever they go. Even when they think they're off, they're still top 10 speed with many cars. You know, they just haven't been able to put a full race together.
Right.
Right.
You know, that's the problem. It's not that the speed hasn't been there, I don't think, and you could probably attest to that too because you're right in there. But, you know, it's only a matter of time for that 50 team for Ronnie to click off a win because I wouldn't be surprised, you know, at any night that he wins, you know.
Well, there's a lot of crafty veterans on that team. A lot of those guys are Flamingo Motorsports guys from the Stefanik days. And so those guys have been around for a long time winning races.
And what a field on Wednesday, too. It was a stacked field.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about what's his name not even making
Ryan Newman.
Ryan Newman.
Yeah,
Oh, he had some rough
he had
heat
a rough
races.
night.
Yeah, man. I'm like, dude, I mean, like.
So Ryan Newman, John Michael Schnett, Nick Ganglaze, Tyler Hines, and Will Lambros didn't make the race.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Guess who my pick was?
Newman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, of course, he wrecks 3 times in the heats. What a shocker.
Yeah.
Good job by you.
Yeah, I guess I used up all the luck a couple weeks
you got
ago.
lucky the week before.
Oh,
So
bye-bye,
this was the off week. I'm right back to 5-5.
So Remy's got some. Let's give our bone. Why don't I keep saying
What the hell's wrong with you?
Why are you saying
Your
bones?
bone.
I know. Let me find it. Come on.
That's what she said. Yeah, I'm glad. You know, that's respectable. You hit it for yourself.
All right. So I'm afraid to say it. The drone pilot Ben. Just play the clip, Remy.
Okay.
He's pretty awesome at what he does there. All right.
That's
So
the
what are we
race for
doing?
the 5th spot. Also, John McKennedy in the mix as well in car 79.
John McKennedy trying to get
Such
back
a good
up
view.
front in this event. And again, there's
It just feels so video gamey, doesn't it?
To the right of your screen, down
It's like when you're on
underneath
iRacing
Chase
and you're on
Dowling.
the
Dowling
camera that
shakes
goes
him off
above
like
the
a
cars
dog.
and you're looking straight down at them.
Please, let's see what's going to happen as they continue to battle lap after lap. That's for the 5th and 6th
Chase
position.
Dowling had a really good
It
run
is still Dowling
in the Tenio car.
holding on there, back up front.
So I just got to
Moving
tell you
in
that
close.
Ben is getting so good at this now that he's he's literally taking direction when he's flying. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
How he can, he'd be under 2 guys and I'll say, and then they'll spread out and I'll say side by side 3 cars behind you and he slows up and gets behind him. Like he's really an incredible pilot. It's really cool to have him part of the team. Go ahead, Bonsa.
All right, moving on to the SK Light Modifieds. Peter Bennett was the king of the crate. His first win at Stafford as well. 2 races, 2 first-time winners. And that's a big one because Bennett, that's a small family-run team, and he had to face Hovey in one of the restarts and held them off.
Bennett's been good, though.
Oh, yeah.
Bennett, you can't sleep on them.
Nope.
They come into the
That's
track.
all year.
Yeah, they come into the track a little late. Both times I've been there, they come in late, but they've always shown great speed. And, I think for a lot of the teams, I think the track may have been a little different. I wouldn't know because we've never been there, but there was a lot of modified rubber down.
Oh, yeah.
Probably more, obviously the tire compound is different than the SKs, right? So things, I think things probably were a little different for a lot of the SK Light guys. Some guys hit it, some guys didn't, right? Because you're on top of the track sliding around. There's a lot of stuff happening there. But obviously Peter Bennett's crew got it right.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that was a fluke. I wouldn't be surprised if he does it again this year because they're quick enough to do that for sure.
Yeah.
I remember watching, I think it was the heat race. I was watching something and because I think I picked Nick and I saw the 50 and I was like, oh, that car's fast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and you know who else was fast was the 99. He won one of the.
Dylan Houghton. Yeah.
Yes, and he hasn't showed a lot of speed. I love the car because it's really bright, and he's a rookie, I think,
Yes,
right?
he is.
He showed a lot of speed that day. I think he won
He won the prelim. He won the first prelim. Yeah.
the prelim.
Prelim.
He
That's
won
not the prim.
Not the prim races.
Yeah.
Not the prim race, Rem, the prelim.
Oh, shut it.
And then Joey Farino won the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it was a great night. Yeah, and not much more.
Yeah,
to say
I saw him
about
I saw Houghton at Karts the other night, and his friends were all making fun of him for not knowing where to go after he won the race.
Oh yeah, he didn't know how to get to
it. Is
victory
he a
lane.
young kid?
He's
He's really
15 years old. I
Oh,
think.
really?
Yeah, he's a youngin.
Got a nice car. I mean, listen,
Yeah.
I
like the look.
I like pretty cars, so
Right.
I'm a fan of any whether it's a Troy or CD. It don't matter to me.
He was actually going pretty good in the feature, but got caught up in a couple accidents.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of accidents. The one thing that really stinks about that division, there's a great thing about the division that there's a lot of cars. But man, I'm sitting there for the first time. I had a dog in the fight, so I'm like, Emma, you got to watch like one eye over there and watch one eye right here, because if they start spinning and wrecking up there, boy, you better be ready because it stacks up fast.
Yeah, trouble breaks out quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
she got caught up in one of the last pilots.
Yeah, well, it was the Amanda West wreck.
Amanda wreck.
And so I watched the replay, and Emma's following. I forgot somebody, and they just parted ways. And when they parted ways, Emma was right there. The car was broadside, and she's like, "Dad, I just kind of panicked. I didn't know what to do, and I just hit him." I'm like, it's no big deal, But that's the tough part of racing. It's good for those guys because you're racing with no radios, and I can appreciate that. You get to learn to feel other cars on your quarter panel. Matt, if Matt's radio craps out in the middle of a feature, he's not pulling off.
Right.
He still has to know how to drive and see the tires and feel the pressure on them. It starts moving up a little, you feel the nudge. I got to get back down. It's not quite clear yet. So that's the kind of stuff these young drivers learning right now in that division.
All right, moving on to Fast Friday at Seekonk, starting with the Bandolero Bandits. Grayson Day, in his Seekonk debut, took down the win. It's always impressive when you make your debut at a track and win.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Moving on to the Outlaw Bandoleros, our very own Mason Silva got his first career win that division. He made a 4-wide pass early in the race and held on the last laps to take the victory.
Ooh, and you know what that means, Diego?
What?
Wow, that was smooth. I didn't even see it coming.
Well, it's time for a little stat drop. Did you know that the Bandolero Outlaws, 7 races, 7 different winners so far at Seekonk?
That's very impressive.
Yeah. So the youngins, as Bonssa likes to say, are keeping it competitive over there at the Cement Palace.
Can I give you guys a little inside info?
Yeah.
You're gonna love this. Mason, I don't know if this is public knowledge, but I'm gonna. Oh, it's been on Facebook.
It's gonna be in about
2 and 2.
Yeah, spill it.
He's been running a truck every Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Every open Thursday at practice, and he's dropping laps like 17 3s, 4s, like competitive.
Nice.
I can't believe it. Ever since he's been practicing the truck, he's got a second and a first in the bando racing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it's just slowed everything down for him now.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's at the Speedbowl in a big truck, and he goes over there, and he feels like he's the king of the castle.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what I mean? And it shows. He's got a second and a first, two races since he's been practicing.
Right.
So
Big thanks to Mid-State Site Development for this week's stat drop. Back to you, Bonssa.
Thank you, Sid. Moving on to Sport Forest, Daniel Hayes got his first career win at Seekonk, so a couple of first-time winners. Then Pure Stocks, defending champion Brent Robideau, with a 3-wide pass, got his 3rd win of the year.
Wow.
And I do have the video of him getting the
Dude,
lead.
I feel like your intro is just a
Third leader of
clip.
the event, still a side-by-side battle for the lead. And making it 3 wide is Brent Robideau, threading the needle inside. 3 wide for the moment. They split the difference on Menard.
Wow.
Off the corner they come. Give the
Seen
lead
that
to
a couple
Robideau
times
by
at
a tire.
Seekonk, right?
Yeah, that right
Looking
there
for the
proves the
advantage,
multi-groove
and he's got a
nature.
good jump down on the inside. He's got Peter Blue right to his tail end as they come off of turn
Peter
number
Blue.
2 into turn 3. Keep trying to hold on, but
Good
they
stuff,
are working
man.
that.
That's great.
All right, next up is the Legend Cars. Thank you, Diego, for your insight.
You are just ridiculous.
That's so funny.
Nothing
Don't
funny
even
at all.
ask him.
Moving on. Legend Cars. Jacob Rowdy Burns, 4th win of the
Big
year.
surprise, right? Jeez.
He's on something, man.
Yep.
And he's not done yet. More on that later.
Wow.
He was also. Well, go ahead, Bonsa. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to go to the next race, but if you wanted to bring in some insight.
No, go ahead. I'm jumping the script. Yeah, continue on.
So we go to Stafford again for Cletus McFarland weekend, highlighted by the New England 900 on Friday night, which Ryan Preece, Connecticut's own, took the victory over Greg Biffle in a last lap pass.
I had the video.
You gotta switch it
Here
up.
we go, guys.
Look at that crowd. Listen to that crowd.
Yeah. So this is the last lap right here, right?
Yep.
Was this place sold out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Weeks in advance.
This is coming to the checkers.
Look at the crowd.
Yeah. Old school.
That's great.
And the video doesn't do justice on how loud they were. They were loud. When
That's
Priest and
awesome.
Biffle went at, and they went at it for like the last 5, 6, 7 laps. And they were on their feet the whole time.
I mean, they couldn't script that up like that.
Yeah, that's
No.
everything
You
you,
know what I
want, man.
mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
Biffle's a
God.
huge fan favorite with Cletus McFarland now because he's been at it for at least a year.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got Priest, a local guy, coming in, and he was putting on a show the whole entire event. The whole 90 laps, he was really fast.
Who's that, Priest?
Yeah, Priest.
So where did they start? Where did these guys start? Do you have any idea? Did Priest start in the back?
Yeah,
or-
they inverted from group qualifying.
Okay.
So Priest started probably 5th to last in a field of 21 cars, I believe it was. And Biffle, I think, started like 2nd to last. So
Really?
they both made their way through the field.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that's real cool.
The Cletus event, the whole weekend was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was a packed house both days, and everybody was having a blast.
Man, has Cletus really? I mean, he's put himself so much on the map that he's got like infinity rides and truck rides.
Well,
and this guy is driving
they've
every.
really mapped out the appeal of this now because, like, you got Priest in the race, so the Stafford people are appeased, and you have all the Cletus YouTuber, that whole sphere there. Those people are appeased. I mean, you got Biffle in the race. Like, they just had everything covered. Everyone was on their feet at the end.
Do you know what's even better about that? So I remember when I went the year before, and my nephew Brody was like, "Oh, I follow that YouTuber right there because he does like drift cars." And so throughout the whole field, there's people that are YouTubers or something or somewhere aligned with a lot of these kids.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody has somebody to root for in that whole show. You know, they've done a great job of putting the right people in the cars to draw crowds.
Yeah.
And to pack the house. I mean, if you look at that video again, the pit stands are packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can't even see in the pit stands. There's not an empty seat in the pit stands.
So I apologize, Diego, if you said this because I was just looking at the chat for a little bit, but it's just a good job by Stafford to know what's going on in other parts of the country,
right?
To get Cletus to come up there, because I gotta be honest with you, I don't think I ever heard of him before last year.
Right.
Like it kind of sounded familiar, but I didn't really know, and maybe I should because I'm a YouTube guy, but I just didn't. And but to make that connection to get him there, I mean, it just seems like a home run now, 2 years in a row.
Yeah, he has some great YouTube videos.
Yeah, no, I've checked some of it out.
So I used to see it before, like some
because you said
crazy-
Brody knew all about him, right?
Yeah, just crazy stuff. He's like, you got to watch what he does with this brand new cars and stuff. You know, he's just a crazy guy. But man, Stafford killed it. With
Well,
that
you know,
one again.
it's like we always talk about, and we have them. There's, we're Speedbowl guys, and so there's those events that we always remember, the first Wings and Wheels and Funkmaster Flex, and and that's Stafford's got that with this, the first SRX race, but even bigger crowds because it's a bigger facility. But yeah, that clip is everything you want in an event. Just no doubt. two big stars of the sport and a packed house cheering them on to the checkered flag.
How many beers and hot dogs did they sell that day?
I can't even imagine.
Last year they ran out of beer.
That's what I'm saying. Let's not talk. I mean, never mind the front gate. I mean, how many hot dogs and beers and pizzas and popcorns?
Right.
At least $7. Yeah.
Man, that's
At
great.
least $7 total made throughout the
I
weekend.
can't wait.
Yep.
One weekend when I'm off, I like to go with a bunch of friends, and I really want to just go hang out at a double hook. and watch a race with no pressure, no nothing.
I say that too, right?
I
I'll
really
want
want
to look down there and be like, I should probably just go down there.
Right. I just want to go down there and have a beer and just chill and maybe have 2 or 3 beers and watch the races.
That was another fun thing about having the short hair. I had some aviators on. I was just walking around. People that totally would have stopped me just walked right by.
Really?
No idea. I was so incognito.
So you didn't bring your hero cards with you this week?
No. No.
What's your name, dude? Oh, that's Rob. Okay,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting who's down there.
Oh, Rob?
He looks so different.
Who is that? I don't even know who the hell that is.
One of the biggest moments in Cletus involved the Stafford pace car.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, that
man.
thing is, rip, dude.
Oh my gosh, that was the
Rip.
craziest thing I'd
Yeah,
ever
my
seen.
wife's like, why would they do that? I'm like, because I'm sure they had another one ready to go.
They did. And then
it's a great part of the show. I mean,
For
it really
sure.
is. And the whole acting with Dave and
Dave.
Dude, it was so funny.
he's a great guy. You know,
yeah.
Dave is a great dude.
He's got a great sense of
He
humor.
really does. And so that whole episode was just awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, if you want to pay your respects to it, it may still be at Stafford this Friday. David put some flowers out by it. I mean, real nice display.
This is great.
Real nice.
All right. Going on to the New London Waterford Speedbowl on Saturday, SK Modified's Andrew Moeller gets his 4th win in the last 5 features.
Dude, killing it.
Bro.
So listen, I went down to the bowl for a little while earlier in the day.
You did?
Yeah. And just for a little bit, just on the South Pits. But I did talk to Andrew for a little bit. He does still have his late model, by the way.
Oh, he does.
But obviously the concentration is on the mod, and why take any focus off of that? They got it going on right now.
Yeah, right.
So, dialed in, man. What
And
can you say?
he had to start 8th. So he had to make his way through the field at a track that is very hard to pass.
I'm going to say this, man. He, Todd Owen, when the bad luck is going, the bad luck is going. And Todd Owen was quick Saturday. And I don't know what happened on the restart. They had Moeller on the outside, and Todd picked the bottom, the restart. And I don't know if he spun tires, but he pretty much came into one battling for second or third.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad the start was for him. And I remember watching, I'm like, he had a really good car Saturday night. One of the better cars that I've seen him have in a long time, or at least this year. And I'm like, when the cards just don't fall your way, they just don't fall your way.
Yep.
Even when you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Things just like stuff that's everyday, second nature to him just didn't go well on that restart. But, Moeller is like on top of his game so bad down there. Like, you better be ready because he's coming. I don't care what anybody says. He's always hunting.
Yep.
You got the guys that are always just lurking around. If he's behind you, you better get moving. You know what I mean? So,
by the way, I think Todd Owen went to Claremont on Friday night. And
Oh,
how'd
in
he
the
do?
604.
I think he finished second.
did he?
I think so.
Yeah, good for
Yeah.
those guys.
But I will say, I do have a clip.
Stop.
3 wide with Andrew Moeller, Josh Zentek,
Yeah.
and
But I do.
but
have a
anyway,
clip.
I do have a clip, so I just want to show y'all.
Video intros, the new favorite part of the podcast. All right, Zentek, that's him in the purple car. High,
He
wide,
is
and handsome,
absolutely
right?
ripping it.
3 wide at the bowl in SKs.
Yeah, it's a rare
So, I mean,
sight.
he's digging pretty good, but
All right, hold on here.
you kind of got to.
jeez.
Let's get Swanee's input on that one. What did you see there? How should that have gone if you were watching that?
I mean, I'm surprised it went that smooth for that long.
No, seriously.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Waterford's always had the capability to be a racetrack that if you get put in a 3-wide situation, it's 3 guys that have good car control.
Yeah.
There's no reason it shouldn't work. And to me, it looked like Zentek got in the backstretch wall, which, I mean, honestly, if you go race at the Speedbowl and you don't get in the backstretch wall, you ain't going fast enough. So
No, seriously. So, but
it looked like once he hit the fence, it looked like he just locked it up because it
Yep.
looked like he was in the fence anyways. Because
yeah, right.
I mean, it was Adam Gaeta inside of him, right?
I think
Yes.
so, yeah.
And
yeah.
no smoke came off of his car. It just looked like.
Well,
they-
me and Sid were talking earlier. If you look at the clip, Zentek's in the preferred line.
yeah.
On
Right,
the
he-
outside.
Oh,
yeah.
he's in the high line where Burnt makes his living up there. All those guys make their living up there, but Zentek is so new to being fast, and I don't mean that in a negative way.
No. Right.
Because we were watching like a couple weeks ago, and Rachel was like, "Is that Josh Zentek?"
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, "What are you talking about? That 81. He's really fast."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, they've stepped it up, and they went out and bought a nice car, and they're learning to be fast, you know, and Matt could tell you this. You just don't jump in with these guys and think you're going to go in there and smack them around.
Right.
You got to work your way in there, gain their trust and respect. And this week, he didn't get any. But it's unfortunate. But, too bad for that.
Moving on to street stocks, Al Stone III gets his first win of the year, while Aaron Plemons and Jordan Hadley, the point leaders, tangled for second spot on lap 4, and both drivers got parked because of it.
Who watched it?
I mean, we're about to watch it, so why not?
That's nice. Good
That's how
job
you
on
do
that
it,
one,
Rem.
Remy.
That's how you do it, Rem.
Look at
Little
this.
volume. Yeah. All right, so Aaron gave him a little door there in 1 and 2. Jordan gave him a little bumper
that's a
here.
little more than a bit.
3 and 4.
Ooh.
Diego, stop doing that.
I mean, this is just almost warranted at this point.
that's-
Oh, okay, maybe
all
not.
right, then you pulled the pin.
That's excessive.
Yeah.
And both drivers got sent to the garage.
I mean,
It's
I feel like we is this deja vu from Beal and Chapman last year?
Yeah.
We're
Dude,
like,
this has been going on for weeks.
that's what I'm saying.
Really?
Like, and
Oh,
now
dude,
it's got
weeks.
stupid. And
Weeks.
I just felt like the couple races ago where they had an aggressive finish and they shook hands afterwards, and I was like, good on them. Jordan wasn't happy he lost, but you could tell that there was it's tense, but that's a little much, I think.
That's two aggressive, stubborn drivers. When they keep battling back and forth like that, it's bound to happen.
Yeah, it's too bad because honestly, and this is not against anybody, that 67 car is so fast.
Yep.
He is so fast.
Everywhere.
Yeah, but the Norman 12 has been the dominant car. I mean, that car's
Yep.
fast too.
Not
Right.
this year.
I don't know.
Right, he's been
Yeah.
fast. Maybe
He's
not
fast, but
every week like Plemons, but he's still
Clemens
fast.
is like a 10th or 2, I think, at times better than him at night, and he just checks out. And so, Jordan Hadley is an aggressive driver, and he's slowing him up as much as he can. And listen, I enjoy the show. I know as a race director, you've got to put your foot down at some point, right? Like, hold on, you guys.
Yeah, it's the same conversation as the trucks last year.
I don't know
Right.
if it warranted throwing them both out for the night, right? I mean, should it have happened? Would a Tapley throw them out?
Right.
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Tapley would have thrown
Yeah,
him
are you
out.
kidding me?
Probably.
What are we talking about?
But listen, we can. They just need a good talking to. It's action in a field that only has 6 cars.
Right.
It's the only action that's happening.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to
Yeah,
kill the
but
golden goose.
That's not a reason to let the inmates run the asylum.
Yes,
though.
no, I agree.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. But they just have to tone it down.
Yeah, right.
Just tone it down.
Because it's a great show. If they just took like 10% off
That's
of the
it.
aggression,
Right.
it would be
Right.
perfect.
That's right. It's a great
Yeah.
show, and they need it in a division where there's no
Yeah.
cars.
I
It's
agree.
hard to tone those two down, though.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yep. I understand.
Going to the mini stocks, Chris Garside goes 3rd to 1st on the last lap to get his 2nd win in the last 3 races.
Now that was a hell of a race. The ending there was a hell of a race. Ray Christian had one hell of a save
Oh, yeah.
down the backstretch. I mean,
Yep.
that thing should have been piled in.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Remy to get the clip going because we dropped the ball on that. That was a ridiculous finish.
That
I
was-
feel bad from the 53, right? Because
Krasinski, yeah.
he was coming to the checkered and they called it back.
He cut a tire.
Well, no. Previous to that, they were coming to the checker, and the 77, who I don't know who it is, was stuck on the bottom groove in the middle of 3 and 4. But they were coming in the corner. They had to throw the yellow.
Yeah.
The race was over, and the announcer was calling it as if the race was over. And I said, "Oh boy, green white checker. You got Ray on the outside. You got, I think they were all right there. The 83."
All the heavy hitters.
All the heavy hitters were right there, but that 53, listen, Ray's fast. The 83 got a gift this week. Good for him for being in the right place at the right time.
Yep.
All right, so let's take it. So this is from the. Go ahead, Rems, play it. This is from when the, I guess the Fugazi. So this dude thinks he's coming to the checkered flag for the win.
There's the car.
Yeah, you have to throw yellow for
Oh,
that.
you have to.
I guess you
Look
kind
at
of
the
do,
lead
huh?
they had on the field.
You have to.
Yeah, you have to. The flagmen almost looked like they didn't want to throw it, but you have
He had
to.
the checker.
So here we go. The 53's been pretty much dominating the race. The 93's been, smelling his behind here for the whole race.
Wow. Okay. Yep.
And I
You'd
knew it
say
was
it
going to
that way.
get good because Ray is good on the top. The 53 is probably driving a little aggressive here. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think I would be too if I have to do these last 2 laps all over again.
I know, I'd be pissed
Especially
off.
against Ray
yeah.
and Garside breathing down your neck.
And
And
Ray,
David Lee.
Yeah.
Ray is real good on the top. They're getting the white. Watch
That's
this
Garside's
save.
clear.
So what actually happens? Oh, they
Touched.
just get together, huh?
And it cut down the 53's tire.
Yes, it did.
What a guy. Did
yeah.
not lift. That's the way to do it.
Randy Churchill, that looks like an old Richie Brooks car. by
Oh,
the
yeah,
way.
it does.
Yep.
Comes in for a podium finish.
Yep.
And,
Wow.
I want to say this. Ray, the dude is a wheel man.
Yeah, he is.
Dude, Ray is definitely.
When we had him in studios, and I remember thinking about, okay, what do we ask him? And you forget. He ran late models and pro stocks for a decade, including in the Oxford 250 and the Act Tour. He's been around. He's got a lot of experience. And it's kind of I almost feel like, well, it's a little bit different, but he's just going back and having fun now. No pressure racing, and he's just.
And he's inviting people in to race with him. He welcomes it.
Yeah.
Come race me hard.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that happened, but that dude's going to be every week. It's hard to keep him off your pick'em sheet.
I know.
Right.
Because
I'm a little surprised that Canfield is a little bit off so far.
Yeah.
he
Surprised he
is.
hasn't been dicing it out with those guys.
Well,
he's not terrible, but he's off from Garside and the 53 and
Right.
Ray.
Well,
He wasn't last year.
Let's just
Right.
think about this for a minute, though, right? He's got his daughter Erica racing too,
Yep.
right? So I'm sure he's putting some love over there to try to get her. It's a lot. It's a lot to maintain 2 cars and show up and try to be fast. And, and I'm sure he's always worried about what Erica's doing because he's won his races and championships.
Yep.
He's probably really putting his focus in and over there. And then when he gets free time, let me put a little love in my car. Should be better this week. And damn it wasn't that much better.
Right.
How about the mini stocks? 3 straight finishes, either side by side or last lap passes. Really good
Listen,
stuff.
and I'm going to say this. It credits to the top of the field. The top drivers in that field all get along good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And all race each other really clean. If they were duking it out like Chapman and Beal or Plemons, and we probably wouldn't be talking like this right now.
Right.
Swanee, you ever been in a mini stock?
I have not been in a mini stock.
No.
Oh, you'd be in for a ride of your
That's what I'm
life.
saying.
When I used to go help Diego on Saturdays at Waterford, everyone walked up when the mini stocks rolled out.
Yeah,
Street
yeah.
stocks and mini stocks back then.
Oh, yeah.
The racing was sweet.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to see you guys, because I've told this story before. I go back to when my cousin raced and Ronnie Uhas jumped in it, and like you, he was just quarter midgets and then open wheel stuff. Never really was a fender guy. He did later on, but I remember him. It was a learning lesson for me because I thought, oh, Ron Uhas, he just won a 100 lapper. He's going to get in and carve the field up, and he went in there, and I'll be remiss if I say he did win, I think, a Consi race in it. But I remember the first time he got out of it, and he looked at my cousin and was like, I don't know how you drive that thing.
Dude, it's literally.
You wouldn't, right? It's a totally different animal. That's what I learned. It was just because they're slower and they're smaller doesn't mean that they're easier to drive, And that's kind of the first time I learned
I'm
that.
going to say I've driven every car coming up through the
Yeah,
field.
you have, right? Yeah.
The mini stock by far is probably one of the hardest cars to drive because it's so momentum based.
Yeah.
That it's like you never lift off the throttle, and those motors these guys are paying $10,000 for motors now.
Crazy.
And they are full throttle or just getting off the throttle and just pressing the brake pedal down.
Yeah.
And releasing, almost driving the car with the brake pedal and very rarely lifting off the gas.
Right.
If they lift, it's for a second.
Right. Because you want to keep it wound up.
So you're always I mean, those guys that are doing it now that are good are used to it, but it's like white knuckle racing,
Right.
From practice to the feature, you know. So,
All right, Bonsa, what else you got?
The trucks. Jason Beal got his first truck win last week. Now he's gone back-to-back, while he and Charles Beal went 1-2.
Well, Diego, listen, you know what? We have some fun times in this podcast, and every once in a while we like to come up with new segments, and, you know, we did just that last week. So we had to go a little bit deeper of a dig to find something entertaining, but we found it. All right. So we had to go deep diving, and we found Cameron Verricchio had a little soundbite that we found awfully entertaining. Go ahead, Rem.
Last week we didn't make it because we had a bad rear end in the truck, so I had to wait and stay home, and we ended up partying that night anyway, so couldn't complain.
That's how you do it. Listen, if you can't go racing, you might as well just have, knock back a couple cocktails and have yourself a good time.
I tell you, that kid's been running pretty good. He's been coming on strong. You know,
I think he finished second a couple weeks prior too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
He's been racking up a couple podiums.
You know what's funny? I go talk to him after because he's such a good kid. And he's, I think his dad kind of makes him do everything on his own and learn everything on his own. And he's like, I think I got to just do a little bit of this to the right front and this to the left front. It'll cross each other out, but I think the truck will handle a lot better. I'm just missing a little bit. So, he's always eating the stuff and thinking about it. And it shows because practice, he's fast. A couple of years ago, he kind of came out when Emma won her championship.
Yep.
He was like mid to back marker, just showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now he's a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
When he shows up, that truck is fast.
Yeah.
And his pops can drive. And so I'm sure it's in the bloodline. Paul runs really well at Stafford. And when Cam shows up, he's a threat now every Saturday night when he rolls in. So good for those guys.
Moving on to legend cars, Zach Martinez got his second win of the season, which is good for him because he was pretty banged up a couple weeks ago when he had that big wreck on one of the Sunday events.
Yeah, he's just nasty in that division.
He really is.
He is nasty. All them Martinez, the crew, nasty. PJ ran good. PJ had a long, hard run there and got stuck on the outside for a little bit. But those guys, it's a great bunch of races. Matt, did you ever run those?
Never ran a legend car.
Yeah, I'd be interested. My brother tried a couple times, man. That thing was living at Palmer's shop, man. Every time my brother drove, it's like, damn, another rear clip.
Yeah,
damn, just load it right in the trailer. Jax, you take this home for me.
A lot of people say legend cars are very difficult, if not the most difficult car to drive.
I'd be interested in trying one. That would be fun.
The whole spring-loaded door thing.
Yes.
I'm all set.
Right.
Moving to Crown Victorious, Brent Robideau got his first ever win at Waterford.
Was he driving, what's his name's car?
I don't know. What name is you thinking?
Yeah, that's the one right there. Hell yeah.
I believe he was. Yes, indeed.
Just give us did you like that, Bonds?
I'll give you
did
credit
you see
for
the
that
rhythm?
one.
No, I was just thought, whatever. All right, go ahead.
Anyways, going to vintage cars. So we had the Star Sportsman and Star Modifieds race. Star Sportsman was won by Chris Jarrett. Star Modifieds won by Henry Stamfel.
Giddy up.
On the Seacon for Saturday's event, Charlie Rose gets back-to-back late model wins and 3 victories on the year overall. Pro stocks. Oh, go ahead.
Dude's nasty.
Yeah.
Bro, he just keeps winning. Right? And I'm like, damn, should I pick him this week? I mean, can he go 4? I'm looking at my pick'ems.
I know.
Yeah.
You get superstitious of it because, the more obvious it seems you should pick him, I almost start to get a little I don't know. Are they really going to go 4, 5 in a row?
Listen, we don't go, and we watch some of the clips, right? He's got to be that good because they don't. It's not like they have weak fields.
Right.
There's 17 cars last week that ran.
Yeah.
And that's weekly for those guys, 17 to 20 cars. You got to be damn good to keep winning every week. So congrats to those guys.
Moving on to pro stocks, Nick Lascola got his first career win in that division in the 80th anniversary 80-lap feature.
Still only 13 pro stocks there. Kind of a bummer.
They still put on a good show.
Well, when they have an 80 lap race, you feel like that's if they're gonna have a bigger car count, it would be for those events. You would think,
right?
Be interested to see what our 100-lapper brings.
Indeed.
Right.
Sure, we'll be talking about it in a week.
Right.
Yeah, very shortly.
I mean, how many other divisions have pro stocks like that nearby besides Seekonk?
Does Star run them?
No, they run ACT cars.
Yeah.
Not Pass, but Oxford had pro stocks racing up there this weekend.
Yeah.
And then I think Pass is at White Mountain.
It's so big though up north, like Oxford area. Don't they run them weekly there?
Yes.
Yeah, like the Pass. That's Pass's home track. Like
Yeah.
like Thunder Road is Act's home track. Yeah, same deal.
All right, going to sportsman. Colby Lambert gets his 3rd win of the year. Yeah, Diego.
Bonding
celebrate.
with Diego
Can
on
I
Facebook.
get? Are you seeing it? Can I get a hell yeah?
No.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want
Dude,
you to win the
guys-
pick'ems.
Stop. Fro? No love?
I didn't win.
I know.
So
What do you? Just
Come on.
shut up.
Listen, how about this, Diego? If we
Yes,
pick
sir.
the same guy and he wins, I'll give you a hell yeah.
Okay.
Can you get with that?
Nope.
Okay, I guess no hell yeah then. Hell no.
All right.
Sport trucks. Mike Duarte gets his 1st win of the year, former champion in that division. And then we go to Monadnock on Saturday night, where in the Whelen Modified Tour, Tommy Catalano scored his 1st career win by 7 thousandths of a second after giving Patrick Emmerling a little nudge on the
Did
last
he?
lap. I think he did.
You sure
You
about
asked
that?
Patrick, and he felt that way.
Did he? I thought he. I'm trying to watch at the Speedbowl, and I've got my phone like this, and the street stocks are going out, and I'm like, oh my God, he just won, I think.
Yeah,
You know, that's been a long time coming for him.
very long time.
Long time coming for that team. And
How old is he? Do you know?
Ooh, I don't.
no,
Do you know, Matt?
he's not that old, right?
I don't think he's got to be around my age at least. I think.
This says he's
what,
born in
he's
2006.
45?
What?
What'd you say? What about 2006?
Is that not who we're talking about? Trevor?
Tommy.
Tommy.
Oh, okay.
Tommy
No, I don't
Catalano.
know.
Yeah.
But I
You
thought
know-
he gave Emmerling a little nudge going into 3, which I mean, at Monadnock is not uncommon.
Emmerling had got the jump. I mean, I'm sure you guys seen it. Had got the jump. Had the run. I mean, I don't know. I've never run these cars, but I thought the 54 was dead. You know, the one car looked strong on the top, and then that little wiggle, whatever they had going on there, coming off of 4, I couldn't
All
believe
right,
it.
I got it over here. Rems,
right.
you ready? Can you bring mine? Can you bring mine up?
Tommy's 26, by the way. Who said he was 45?
Well,
No, I said he was around my age.
oh, I thought you were 45.
Who said 45?
Thanks.
What the?
All right.
Thanks.
All right, here we go.
Car number 1 rockets to the lead. White flag out, 1 to go. He's sideways.
So Emmerling got loose a little bit right there.
White flag has been given. Final circuit down the
This
back
is-
straightaway. Patrick
What's wrong with the
Emmerling,
audio?
Catalano
I don't
on the
know.
inside. They almost come together.
No.
It's home.
I thought going into
No,
3 when when the camera panned around, there was a little contact.
Well, he was not. Emmerling was not happy afterwards.
No, he
It
wasn't.
didn't look bad. Did it look bad to you?
I think from the angle that they showed,
It looked like the car on the
I mean,
outside got
it
loose.
just looked like it was Catalano was going for his first tour win. Like,
Right.
You're gonna do whatever you got to do.
Emmerling did get loose coming out of 4
Yeah,
the last 2 laps.
he did.
He did.
I don't know. Nothing looks that bad to me, although it's hard to tell with that
And
low to the ground shot looking straight
Emmerling
at him.
is really good, but you
Right.
know he's driving his butt off right there. You know, they're coming to the checkers.
Yeah.
And
That thing looked like it snapped on him.
yeah, like the one car had the tire advantage. I think they pitted after Catalano did, and it just, I mean, Tommy was going for his first tour win, and Emmerling's got, in my opinion, they got one of the best operations going on the tour right now.
No
so like,
doubt.
I mean, I don't know. To me, it didn't look too malicious.
No,
you know?
it wasn't malicious.
No.
Yeah.
Corshane says Catalano's 27.
Okay.
All I can say is we'll talk more about Emmerling in just a few because there's more to come with him.
Okay.
But the Modified Tour broke a record, 8 different winners in the first 8 races. So
All
that
right.
shows they have pretty competitive cars.
Yeah, that's
out there.
great.
All right, Seekonk Bandos, you're on the clock. See if you can tie that.
Yes.
Moving on to the Grand Estate Pro Stock Series, a common theme. First-time winners, Cole Roby got his first career win in that series. And then the Evolve Pro Truck Challenge, Ryan Kuhn got win number 2 on the year. Now we go to the American Canadian Tour at the Autodrome Montmagny.
Oh,
Say
that's
that
how
again.
you do it,
Can you
Bonza.
say that again? That was
That's
cool.
how you do it.
Autodrome Montmagny.
That's how you get it done right there.
It's in Canada.
I love you, man.
I like that.
Yeah.
They had a first-time winner, Jeff Cody, in a photo finish. Got his first career win in that division, in that series. And I think they had the really check the photos to see who won that race because it was a really tight finish. I think they posted on Facebook a drone screenshot of the finish. Like, it was really tight, yeah.
So I must have screwed that up there. I think I got it wrong on the scroll because I had Lassard as the winner.
Yeah, it said Lassard on Race Monitor, but
Yeah.
Jeff Cody was declared the winner.
All right, good thing for you clearing that up.
Wow.
Giddy up.
Going to Star Speedway, Pro 4 modified, Steve Gill, first start of the year in the Pro 4s, first win of the year.
15 Pro 4s, by the way.
That's a good amount.
17 in the pits. 2 of them didn't start. What?
I just keep thinking about Bonza. I mean,
The way he said the
yes, it's great.
It's impressive.
It was impressive.
Thank you. All right, Wild and Wacky Wednesday, but on Sunday at the New London Waterford Speedbowl. We had the Super X Cars, where Sean Skinner got his second win of the season. X Cars, Christian Herman got his second win of the year.
Don't give me that.
Just settle down, Beavis.
Legend Cars, Jacob Rowdy Burns gets his second win of the year in the Wednesday Legend class. Bandoleros, Ryder Aguiar got his first career win at Waterford. Then we had a couple Enduro races. In the Compact Enduros, the Seekonk Sport 4 leader, Richie Johnson, got win number 2 at Waterford in that division. While in the full-size Enduros, their first event of the year, Wesley Johnson got the win.
All right, so Remy, can you just tell me right there who finished 6th in the Bandolero race?
Bro Jordan.
Bro. I mean,
Really?
bro.
Legal name, bro?
I mean, I don't know about legal, but that's how it's listed. Bro.
Bro Jordan.
Bruh, Jordan.
What up, bro?
So, did you do both Enduros, Bonsa?
Yes.
So, 36 in the compact Enduro, 9 in the full size.
9?
Yeah.
What the hell?
36.
Wouldn't you say that's kind of a wrap on the full size?
Why even have it at that point?
That's what I'm saying.
You know who finished third in the Compact Enduro?
Go.
Adam Gray.
I did see that. Yeah.
He raced an Enduro. Might see him more in the Enduro car this year.
Oh, that'd be exciting.
Yeah, he's raced it quite a few times down there. if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken,
dude,
right?
he's great. There's a couple guys like him that are just
they just love that.
they're enduro street stockers.
Right.
They're like he'll go up to Claremont and run a badass street stock.
Right.
He's all over the place.
He
man.
won an Enduro at Thunder Road a couple years ago.
So I was going to mention before, Bonsa, was Rowdy Burns ran a Sportsman on Saturday.
Oh yeah, he's done that occasionally. I think it's the one car. He's
Yeah.
done that occasionally. He gets in somebody's Sportsman car.
So he's ran 3 of the 4 divisions down there, plus Legend Cars at both Seekonk and the Speedbowl. Ooh, excuse me, impressive.
He's in demands. His talents are in demands at Seekonk. That's for sure.
All right.
Now we go to Sunday at Monadnock. Double features for the Whelen Modified Tour. Ron Silk became the first repeat winner in the Whelen Modified Tour this year after a late race contact with Patrick Emmerling. They were battling for the lead with, I think, 9 laps to go, and Emmerling wound up spinning. So not a good weekend for that one team in terms of what could have been.
But I when I seen the video, it didn't look like it looked like racing almost. Is that how you guys seen it?
Yeah, I think it was tight racing. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Silk was late in that move or what, because I
Yeah.
don't know Monadnock that well. But, I mean, they were racing hard for the win.
How is it there, man? That's like a bull ring there, really, right? I mean,
it honestly has like remnants of Stafford. Both ends of it are very different.
Yep.
I think
Right.
had that move taken place going into 1 and 2, neither of them would have even wiggled. I think
Right.
they would have just smashed off each other, and that would have been the end of it. But going down into 3, before the repave especially, you used to have to be really timid going down into 3. You'd lift halfway down the backstretch to not overdrive turn 3.
Yeah.
So that place before the repave it took a lot of finesse to get around that place good. But like I said, I think had that same move happened on the other end of the racetrack, you wouldn't have seen a caution.
right.
Now, when did they repave it?
2
Only
years ago?
2 or 3 years
Okay.
ago.
Yeah, because I last went in 2018. That was the one time going. That track was scrappy as hell when I went. I don't know how different it is now.
Very recent.
So the product now is it comparable to what Seekonk has done? I mean, I don't watch enough races at Monadnock.
I think they put on some pretty good shows these last couple of years with the modifieds.
Yeah, I think since the repave, in my opinion, I think it's made the racing a lot better because when a tour series goes there, there's not a lot of, like Brian Roby races there weekly, Matt Kimball raced there weekly. There's not a lot of guys there that that show up with a tour series that have a lot of seat time there. So I think you saw a lot of fluctuation in speed throughout the field, but now that it's paved, you can drive your butt off there and be fast. I've only got to go there one time since the repave, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think Kimball blew up at Monadnock, if I remember correctly, because I don't think he was able to race.
Yeah, I thought I saw a post that they lost a motor.
Yeah, and that dude is real good there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember he was the one is he the one that drove the 6 back in the day? Well, you remember the green and white Spafco car?
No, that was Ben Byrne.
Ben Byrne.
Kimball ran the, it was a black and neon yellow caged number 1.
And
he actually used to run the tri-track race with a 604.
Oh, and he would
be really good.
Yeah, he would. I remember those days. Him and Ben Byrne, man, those local boys, they used to go up there. It's too bad you don't see more of those guys because it made it real interesting. Somebody with a 604 is leading the race against these big boys. Like, what?
Yeah. Like, they would go out and run the crate race, come in, bolt 4 tires on, and roll out for lineups for the tri-track.
Right. Magical.
Like, they wouldn't even get out of the car. It was insane.
Sweet.
We had the Nemas and Nema Lights at Monadnock on Sunday as well. And the Nemas, Randy Cabral got his 2nd win of the year. In the Nema Lights, legend car standout Zach Martinez got his first career win in the Nema Lights.
Oh, yeah. Good for him.
Yeah, that's really cool. For sure, man.
What about,
What the hell are you doing over there?
Oh, sorry. Too many cookies.
Yes, indeed.
Moving on. Evolve Pro Truck Challenge race number 2. Todd Taylor gets his 2nd win in the last 3 features. So that 47 is going.
Good for those guys, man.
Yeah. Let's go over some points here before we get too far. That's all the results, right, Bonssa?
Well, one more thing. The pass race at Oxford Plains Speedway was postponed due to inclement weather forecasted.
Oh, yeah, right.
So they'll be rescheduled to September 7th.
All right, let's do some points here. Let's check things out. The over there at Stafford, the only update is the SK Lights. So Meg Fuller is now in 2nd place above Amanda West, and I believe Peter Bennett has arrived in the top 5 after his win.
Oh, yeah. Meg and Amanda, they were closing in, but they both had problems.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So thanks for Stafford, as always, for their updates. And then let's go over to the Speedbowl, courtesy of Mid-State Site Development. Moeller sitting good there atop the SKs. Who else raced? Late models and SK Lights were off. Jason Beal extending his point lead a little bit with the win. Aaron Plemons holds on to the point lead. Of course, they get the car count, so it's going to take a lot for the points there to get mixed up.
How about Ike Chima, 2nd place in that race?
Yep, for sure. And then the mini stocks over there. Ray still nice, got a 9-point lead. Let's go over to what else do we have over there at the bowl? The Crown Vics. Again, it's a car count thing there. And Riley Paul remains at the top of the Legends. Our boy Ben Pollard and Sean Skinner now tied at Super X cars.
Oh, yeah.
Ray Herman got a 5-point lead.
How cool is that?
Over his kid. Yep.
Ray Herman, yes.
And Jacob Burns leading the Wednesday Legend cars still.
Look at the bandos.
And now Ryder Aguiar and Connor Doyen are now tied. So.
And Bernier.
Yes, sorry. For where I'm sitting, that camera is blocking the that corner, so I couldn't see. it. Let's go over to Seekonk. Wow. How about Rowdy Burns is a rookie now. He's got the 1-point lead over Bobby Pelland and Darling Arenagato Estrella. Charlie Rose with the 2 wins now takes the point lead over in the late models. Scott Saradinsky remains atop the Sportsman. Cavalieros had a nice run as the point leader in the trucks pretty much for a bulk of the season.
Yeah.
Go to the Fast Fridays. Brent Robideau topped the Pure Stocks. Richie Johnson, Jacob Burns. Jordan Duquette, I believe, is the new point leader in the Outlaws. And then Jace Chaber and Carl Satterlund Jr. tied above the Bandits. So tight point races there. What else we got for you? Diego, that's a Seekonk Grand Prix. Thank you much for those. JDL Motorsports going to bring us some of the touring series. So Austin Beers now 4 points ahead of Justin in the tour race. McKennedy. So McKennedy pitted very late in that race and then came back and finished 8th. He was coming. He ran out of laps. I don't know how far up he would have gone, but still salvaged. He's got a pretty nice point lead right there. Pretty good stuff. Let's see. Lassard is the act point leader, and DJ Shaw, Jeffrey Battle over our boy Matt Swanson. What's up next for you guys? You're racing this weekend, are you not?
Yeah, we'll be at White Mountain on Sunday with the super modified, and then Star Speedway the following Saturday with Tri-Track.
Nice. All right, cool. And then what else did we have here? Lastly was the Granite State Pro Stocks is updated. Cole Roby 2 points over your boy there. Isn't that Evan Ballou?
Yep.
Yeah. And then Craig Phillips over Randy Clark in the Pro Force. I've been sitting next to Remy too long. So the other ones in yellow, unfortunately, their updated points were not available before we started prepping for the show. That is your points update. Bonssa, back over to you, my man.
Final story of the weekly update. Unfortunate news. Bob Pockris reported that Chris Auer is shutting down the Xfinity team, which started fielding cars in 2020, and several drivers have made starts in our motorsports cars, including Tyler Reddick, Austin Dillon, Jeb Burton, Patrick Emmerling, and a whole lot more. Chris Auer previously owned cars on the NASCAR Modified Tour with drivers such as Mike Stefanik, who won in that car twice, Tommy Barrett, who won once with Our Motorsports, along with Keith Rocco and Ted Christopher. Our Motorsports' final start came in the Xfinity Series last week at Dover when Kaz Gralla finished 31st.
Everybody in the chat's butthurt that we're not talking about Copsic Ramu. You have any thoughts on that?
On the wreck in turn 2?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, what is?
I mean, I don't really care. But
I know more about the Our Motorsports thing than that.
Yeah, that was a pretty highly talked about accident. Ramo was on the inside of Copsic, and from my point of view, it looked like Ramo kind of ran up into Copsic, and they hit like 3 more times, and Copsic got stuffed in the wall as a result. And Ramo got a 2-lap penalty because of it.
Really?
Yeah, which that caught me off guard. I'd never seen a 2-lap penalty like that. So I'm not sure if it's because of past deals with Ramo as to why he got a 2-lap penalty or what, but
I could say this: it sure the hell looked aggressive.
It was very aggressive.
I don't know. I don't know what.
Where's that coming from, though? 2-lap penalty? What?
I haven't seen that in the Modified Tour, really. I mean, I know they tried parking, or no, they didn't even park Copsic for what happened at North Wilkesboro. They just sent him to the rear after the wreck with Ripkema.
How does Copsic get sent to the rear and end up finishing? I think he still got a top 10 in that race, didn't he?
Right.
And then Ramu gets 2-lap penalty, basically took him out of the race.
Yeah, that was
kind of strange.
Highly debated topic. I don't know. I was surprised about it.
It must be a new fad because the week before at the Speedbowl, Charles Beal and
Melania got put a lap down.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, both drivers involved
are a lap down.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? What's going on?
Yeah,
put it on the trailer at that point.
Yeah, right.
Well, I think Ramo parked it after he got penalized. I don't think he went back out.
Why
there.
would you go out there and just run laps on the motor and risk destroying your car?
I mean, you're not getting the lap back.
I don't understand.
I've long since stopped trying to figure out NASCAR officiating.
Yeah, I mean,
on the tour.
Listen, Kopchak was I enjoyed having him here.
Yeah.
But what happened at North Wilkesboro is what happened this weekend was far less.
Yeah.
To me, kind of. I mean, maybe just the outcome looked different and more vicious, like we said, because the ambulance comes out, things happen differently in our eyes. But
yeah, right. I agree with you, right? But the penalty doesn't seem to match.
They don't match at all.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, either way, that has been your weekly update presented by Belltown Motors.
All right, Bonssa, well done as always. Appreciate it. The Reminator. She is a professional, so she is taking a sip of water because it is about time for us to bring you to the ever-popular Waddell Communications Nostalgia Nugget of the week. Nailed it.
That was really good.
Absolutely crushed that one. And listen, it was appropriate that we crushed it because this is a doozy. Let me tell you what. We went to the archives, Diego, because the other day was the 12-year anniversary. You know, my headphone cord is tickling my leg. It made me feel like I had like a bug crawling up my leg. That was strange. So 12 years ago, the other day, anniversary of our main man, Glenn Griswold, losing his mind.
Oh, no, I remember this.
The episode, Sid's View, quite possibly.
After the 8 car?
It was the 39 of Corey Berry.
Oh, yes, I do remember this one,
who at the time he was probably the heaviest of the hitters back then in the SK Light days at the bowl in that era. Back-to-back champions, won a lot of races. I can tell you guys a quick little story because you guys all work at Stafford. So Mark Arute did a off-camera interview with me for the Speedbowl documentary. So, you know, because the Arutes leased the track in the early 80s. So went there and just kind of picked his brain about that kind of operation. And he had some cool old stuff to share with us. And me and Jesse went up there and hung out with him for about, I don't know, hour and a half that day. But it was right after this event. And the first thing he said was, how about that Glenn Griswold, huh? That was amazing.
Right.
So, Remy, just play the clip.
All right.
Classic.
This is where it's all started.
This is such good racing.
That was a nice upper third for the laps.
Is this pre-HD?
Oh, my God.
That looks kind of HD to me.
Dude, replay that again. Oh, my God. Look at
No, Diego, you wanted the critical instant replay?
Oh, dude, I love the overlays so much.
Matty, look at this hit, dude.
I remember it.
Bonsa, this was the first year of, so it's probably 720.
Oh.
This is the first year we did HD.
Gotcha.
I don't think it was 1080 yet, though. Webby. Ooh, a little sound effect with that.
I know,
graphic.
Sid. You really got extra with this.
That graphic is terrible.
I missed the Webby cam.
Yeah, so do I.
You're done,
You couldn't
he
replace
says,
it.
yeah.
Look at his face right now. What are you doing, dude? And then here we go.
Meltdown? Hey, yo! Meltdown.
You can't catch him. What are you going to do?
No, don't talk.
He was on a marathon.
He is hustling.
The whole.
Yo, come on, settle down. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Dude, I'm telling you, come on, chill out. What do we got going on here? Webby, I hope your camera's running, brother. Come on, don't. Get this thing out of my way. Don't. Get it out of my way. Don't. I have no brain. You little
Holy.
Come on, it's not worth it. Then pull it off the ring. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
What did he say? He had no brakes or something?
Yeah, it's no brakes.
What's going down? Come on, Niagara River transmission truck.
Right? Get out of my way. So there's that's basically the greatness of
was
the
well
early
cut.
days of Sid's View, like all in one.
Yeah.
Right? Had a crazy wreck, an absolute meltdown, the Webby cam, the grandstand commentary,
The graphics.
Man.
the cheesy graphics, the stupid trucks getting in our way when we're trying to film meltdowns. Just I remember leaving that night thinking, because you know Webby, as great as Webby was, and he was awesome, and I miss him to this day, and I miss that footage. But there was time. I mean, he was working, and there was times when he just didn't turn the camera on because he had, you know, what he was doing for us was secondary to his obligations at the track, and so that's why I said that. Like, oh, I hope he turned. So I'm like sweating, and I remember asking him, and he said, I think so, but you know, he's wearing gloves. Sometimes he had said that and he didn't, and I could not wait to get home and watch that footage. And I just thought, oh man. And so, if I'm not mistaken, I think it took a while for Glenn to kind of warm up to his infamy from this. If I'm not mistaken, that was part of the banquet video when I did the banquet videos back then. and people told me that he was pissed that I put it in the banquet video.
Yeah.
That is
Now
crazy.
I got that second hand, so I think at this point, if I was doing it, you would have to expect that it was going to be. I even
Dude,
think then you should have
did
expected.
every bad thing you could.
All right, that's enough with your clip. All right, get over it already.
No
Jesus.
way. I'm like, damn, I hope Sid didn't get
Oh,
that.
yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
But I see Glenn almost every year now, and he always says hi, and I think he knows that he's probably you know, he went locally viral because of from that meltdown. So yeah, that's a classic. That's when we did about in 2019, I think we did a 10 seasons celebration for number one clip, and it was between that and Nicole's meltdown. I can't remember which one made it number one, but those were both the same year. So
I feel bad you weren't there for the I don't know if you got the clip with my brother wrecked everybody on the front stretch. Remember
no, that was soon after. That was the first thing that happened after we left the bowl that made me kind of bummed out that we were missing
Oh
stuff.
my God,
Yeah.
they were all it was like mayhem.
There's some pretty cool pictures of that, but
Yeah.
all right, let's keep things going. Listen, it's 8:17, so you know what that means. It's another supersized edition of the Sid's View podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Hope you're having fun because we got more to go. Let's go to my man Rob or whoever the hell down there in the bullpen.
So, I don't know who the hell that is in
know.
that graphic, but it ain't me.
It's throwing me off, dude.
I don't know. Whatever. I'll fill in for whoever that is. We got 4 questions on the roster, and
Well,
so
hold
we're gonna
on.
go rapid fire.
But real quick though, did we give acknowledgement to our friends over there at DRC Electric for the old Frono Mo?
Yeah, I mean,
they
pretty
know
much
what's
sums
up.
it up, doesn't it?
They know what's up. Yep, right on. All right.
Now, also some credit to Northeast Performance Parts for this week's Stat Chat. How late is too late for outside intros to begin?
So this is coming from the Modified Masters, right? Because I remember I was up on the tower directing Preston when to turn on the cameras, and I looked at my watch and it said 10 something, and I just thought, damn, it's late.
On a Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't. So here's the deal. I hear some rumblings with that, but listen, they did a really cool thing with the kids. That was a really elaborate thing.
Yeah.
That involved sponsors and a lot of coordination. You can't scrap that.
Correct.
You
100%.
can't scrap it.
Yeah.
You know.
That is
So-
why I give them, especially in this specific case, I give them the pass. I mean, what are you going to do? After you set all that up and the kids are ready to go, they're going to be out there with Priest, Newman, all those guys, the big stars. You can't
Well,
just
not
say,
Newman, but
Not Newman.
well,
We know what you
yeah,
meant.
excuse me.
in theory.
Yep. But you can't just say, oh, we're not doing that anymore. Especially when, I mean, there's behind the scenes obligations that have to be fulfilled with that. I mean, in that instance, I 100% say you got to keep, even if it was like 11 p.m., you kind of still have to do it. But if it was just a regular outside intros,
9 o'clock.
I mean, I
think
would
is
have
a good
scrapped it for
number.
sure at that point.
I think 9 o'clock is a cutoff. Like if you get it going before 9, you could probably get away with it and still be done before 10.
Yeah.
Get the race done before 10, not the intros.
Yeah, if
But-
there wasn't a coordinated thing that involved the kids and
Yeah.
sponsors, they would have scrapped it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree with if they didn't put so much time and effort into
Yeah.
like even at the drivers meeting, like I was able to attend the drivers meeting
Right.
and they made a point. Like Ed normally, hey guys, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Like he brushes right through those drivers meetings and
Right.
they made a point to have everyone make sure that they were ready for those driver introductions.
Yep.
So Ed and Renee put a lot of time and effort into
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
I think it was cool for the Monday night kids too.
Yeah,
Oh, I
100%.
Cool.
loved it.
It's awesome for those kids.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they had a blast
To
with
be
that.
down on the track with some of their probably favorite people they look up
Right.
to, it's a big deal for those kids.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
who knows? You might be seeing them in the spot of the drivers
That's right.
years from now.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, and I mean, it just, they were put in an unfortunate situation with it. The SK Lights had like 3 big ones. I mean, they started the program, didn't get rolling until like 15, 20 minutes after the original start time anyway.
Yeah.
But again, that was a setup as a core part of that event. So much of the intros and logistics were put around that. I mean, you can't just say, we're not doing it.
You know, I think with stuff like that for Stafford, they're really good at living and learning. And Dave, you know, he sits in here and talks about how the schedule changes from year to year and they try different things. You know, because of that, I know they don't run the show, but they did have the SK Lights going. And so they do, I'm sure, plan out the schedule, right? How this is all going to transpire. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure they'll make adjustments the next time to try to make sure that doesn't happen again. You know, because it stunk. Because I wanted to stay and watch the tri track. I wanted to stay at least watch half of the Monaco race, but it was just so late. I said, Emma, we got to get going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just
It's out
you
of
know,
your control.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
out of their control, right? I listen. I don't. If people want to be mad or aggravated because it was too late to do that, then I mean, you know, I can empathize with the fan being bothered by that, but when you understand that everything that's involved behind the scenes, you got to just appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's just going to be a long show.
Sure,
you know,
go get another hot dog.
Yeah, right. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, specifically with that too, I 100% give them the pass.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if it's 10:30 on a Wednesday and we're doing regular outside intros for like an SK race, I'm like, come on. I mean, from a fan perspective, just kill it.
Right.
Yeah. But with that,
I'd say 9 o'clock is a good cutout time.
And again, it was exacerbated by the Wednesday. I mean, if it was a Friday, I don't think there would be as many complaints. It's not like it ended, obscenely late. We've had Friday shows run past the time that event ended.
Yeah.
But to harp on that point a little more, my next question: would you consider the Mod Masters successful as a midweek show?
How can you not?
How could you not?
Well, because it took too long.
Well, what's the definition of success?
Yeah, I mean, the place is packed. They put on a good race.
Could you change the format? Yes, but in terms of the action, the entry list, the competition, the crowd, I think at least based off of this year, making it a Monaco modified race compared to the first year, it was a massive success. It was I think that was a boon for Stafford.
Two divisions and the place was packed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't disagree with anything Bonssa just said, but because of the discussion we just had, it was not a perfect event. It took too long. So there.
Well, I could say one thing, and I don't mean to cut you off, but Fenceline had brought up a good thing. We didn't roll out for our first practice till 5:45.
Yep.
First
and that
practice.
was a 20-minute practice session or something like that.
And the pit gates opened at 2.
Yeah.
2:30. 5:45 was our first practice. I mean, I felt like we were sitting around a really long time.
The tough thing about that at the same time is that you don't want to start everything too early when the fans aren't there on a work day.
Yeah.
I feel like there's that aspect.
Well, what is, in my opinion, as a racer, what does that matter for practice?
That's fair.
I get that at the Sizzler and the fall final because you have people out in the parking lot camping and this, that, and the other thing. Go ahead and open the gates and let them come in and watch practice.
Yeah.
Let them get a different perspective on it. But we had our unfortunate incident during our tests.
Yeah.
Me and 5 of my guys went and got lunch down the street, came back, and they still hadn't even called the guys out back for practice yet.
Mm-hmm.
I was blown away that they still hadn't even started practice yet.
Right.
Yeah,
and maybe they went that route because of the only having 2 divisions. But I think it's a situation like Diego said. Stafford's going to live and learn from it. Tri-Track's going to live and learn from it. All the ingredients were right for that event to be perfect.
It's a two-sided coin. I mean, you want to start it late because people aren't there from work.
Yeah.
But you also want to wrap it up swiftly because they have to go to bed and get up for work tomorrow. But, I mean, overall, the timing was probably the only gripe I had with that event. If you look at the advertising, how they got drivers there, I mean, everything leading up to that event and even, the racing itself, I think is a blueprint for how to put on a good midweek event. I mean, they packed the stands. Yes, people had to clear out. But if you shift that thing up, you start the heats like a half an hour, 45 minutes earlier, I don't think you see complaints.
And it's just unfortunate, like in the SK Lights, they had a huge wreck at the end of one of the preliminaries that delayed things by a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that that adds up over time.
And that's out of control.
Why we end up later than planned.
Yeah, I agree with Rob. Just the timing is the only thing that has to be tweaked.
100%.
Yeah.
Now for another event that happened at Stafford this week. And it's something that a lot of tracks have been wondering themselves over the course of this season. Is it possible to recapture the magic of the Cletus Crown Vics in any other setting?
In any other setting?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Like having Crown Vics race at other tracks?
At Stafford, Thompson, Waterford. If you have a weekly Crown Vic series, is there any way that you're going to reach the quality of racing that they had?
Just look at Thompson and Waterford now.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but there's no way you can recapture that magic.
Aren't the Cletus Crown Vics like the nitrous or something?
They have nitrous, yeah.
They're also basically spec. I mean, it's not like they're building their own and bringing them to the track. I mean, they basically assign you a Crown Vic.
They also had Ryan Priest and Greg Biffle driving them.
Right.
Yeah, they had a bunch of influencers and big names.
Roman Atwood.
Yeah, so no other racetrack is going to recapture the magic with a weekly Crown Vic division. I don't even think Stafford could recapture that magic.
That's even why I mean, really, that's the main reason I wrote this question in here. Everybody keeps saying, oh, Stafford could do it. Like, Thompson and Waterford are dropping the ball, but Stafford could do it. And there are so many other factors that went into making that event as magical as it was that weren't just there's Crown Vics on the track. I mean, the hype of the event, the build of the cars, you're not going to just get that weekly.
What else went on Friday other than the Crown Vic race?
They had monster
the
trucks.
Monster trucks were there.
Oh, that's with the pace car? Yep, okay.
And then they had the Van Prix, which are
Right.
like mini vans going around the mini mile. And there's a ramp on the backstretch.
Yeah, I seen that.
So you have to go over the ramp at least once. Not going to lie, a lot of fun to watch. I didn't think I'd be so into it, but it was pretty entertaining. And a couple cars caught fire because they probably ruptured the oil pan on the ramp.
The poor mini mile took a beating, dude. You could tell the
did.
carts were a little on ice. I mean, they got it done up real nice, but there was clearly a little bit of grip was taken out of it.
You know, I think those Crown Vics, one of the only possible ways. So, you know, just speaking for our local divisions, Thompson's hurting overall for cars as it is, right? So, you know, to bring in the Crown Vics is going to be tough because they don't get enough street stocks, late models, or 604s. I mean, it's just a problem there all around.
Right. And they have that rule too.
Waterford has that rule.
Yeah.
So then if you move over to Waterford, they have the rule, right? Because I know Beal and a bunch of other people would build them in a second. My brother being one would build one in a second to go down and race them because they love that full fender. I think they really have to relook at that rule going into next year because the division has kind of been a flop. I mean, they're fun to watch.
Yes.
But they'd
Are
be
they?
well, I don't know. They'd be well, you know,
they're fun to watch at Cletus.
Thompsons have been fun. Even though there's 4, they do a lot of 3-wide racing around there. If you watch them, the Speedbowls have been struggling. But what would be great is if a guy like Bruce Beamer had like 12 of them, like Cletus brings.
That's
in.
what Fence Line literally just said in the chat.
Did it? Yeah.
Much.
So if he had like
exhibition,
and you just figured out how you pay for them, if you wreck them, you owe X amount, and we're racing, and we're gonna at least have the 12, and whoever else brings their cars in, then we'll have a show. And I think you have to do something like that right now. I know the street stocks. I was there when they were called Strictly Stocks when they first started at the Speedbowl.
Yep. 1988.
Yep, it was Brad Caddick.
Yep.
I forgot. There was 3 cars or 4 cars. 4 cars.
Alan Wohlstrom was
Alan
one.
Wohlstrom in the 69.
Hank Green.
Hank Green in the 23 or the
somebody
24.
else. Yep.
And so I remember sitting there like, oh, this is a joke. There's 4 cars. Now, we were there with the modifieds.
But by this time in the year, there was maybe 12 or 15. It was growing.
And then,
We've seen no signs of that this year.
And then in a year, there was 40.
Right.
You're like, oh, my God.
We've seen nothing indicate that that's going to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
right? And again, the point I want to get at here is even if you remove that rule, I still don't think that like 15 more Crown Vics are going to magically materialize out of thin air. I mean, the problems with the Speedbowl still persist. There's too many divisions, and guys are spread too thin. You're not going to fix that by just saying, you'll probably get like 4 or 5 more guys.
The problem is, so this is just my opinion, and I'll leave it at this. If you get some guys that like, and I'm just going to use my brother because I think he's one of the better street stock drivers of our time. Guys like him, guys like Moose Doughton, and if somebody like Corey Hutchins built one.
Be a hell of a show.
And then all of a sudden, you would probably have a guy like Adam Gray bring one. And then somebody else. Before you know it, you have a bunch of drivers that just love fendered cars, and there's 15, and it's just going to be so fun to watch. Somebody's like, well, I'm going to build one too. You would hope that it would grow that way.
Right. But you got to get the ball rolling for that to happen, and there's just not been really a lot of swings taken at it, sadly.
And even then, it's not going to recapture the magic that Cletus brings.
Yeah.
The only person that can do that is Cletus.
Right?
Yeah, and I agree with what you said, Bonza, because, I mean, yeah, you had Greg Biffle and Ryan Priest battling at the front of that field, but if you watch the rest of the field, the only reason why everyone thought it was so entertaining is because the guys were just all over the place. They weren't.
I agree.
They weren't even really like they're not oval racing drivers.
And
right.
That's part of the product. Like you bring monster trucks somewhere, they just smash stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and every single person in those grandstands, besides probably a handful of them, were there to just watch stuff get destroyed.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't there to watch a race. I mean, yes, they were there to watch a race, but you put a bunch of circle track racers in them, you're going to create a different product rather than putting a bunch of YouTube in.
100%.
They were coming for high art as far as racing is concerned.
Yeah, I think it's just a totally different product.
But they drive hard. These guys that don't run.
Oh, they wheel
they're
it.
not
Don't get me wrong, they're driving hard.
You
I
see
just
the
don't know
guy
if they're
backing
driving
into the
good.
fence? They were hauling ass, man.
They tore up a couple of them.
And then he got out shirtless and started I don't know, he got hit by another car or something.
He was on fire, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell happened there. All right, I got one more for you.
Okay.
Hit it.
After the event Wednesday, so back to Wednesday here, someone came up to me and said, oh, we have 2 more first-time winners. And I was like, what are you talking about? And someone said Dylan Houghton won the duel. And I thought, that doesn't count as a win, right?
No.
But I mean, then I think, oh, they counted the duel as the Sizzler.
Well, we did.
That counts as a feature win?
We did have 2 first-time winners, Jake Johnson and Peter Bennett, but I know what you're saying.
Yes,
with Dylan
they
Houghton.
dropped Dylan Houghton in, and I was like, well, surely that doesn't count. But then it gets me thinking, what does really constitute a win at a given track?
Well, the duel this year and the opener were point races.
Yes.
The prelims, I'm not sure if they counted last year's prelims from King of the Crate when Farino and somebody else won those prelims. But I know the duels were point races that actually counted towards the championship, so I think you have to count those.
Right? No, you don't. Heat
You
races
don't think so?
No, heat races can have points.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we used to have him at the bowl 3-2-1.
Yeah.
So you want me to read you what I've determined as a feature for Speedbowl history?
Oh, go for it.
As defined for our statistical research, and again, this is not like what everybody should do, but whenever you're doing statistical research, you have to create some sort of consistency with what you're doing. So the following are not considered featured events and therefore are not included in the career wins list. So I have exhibition events, which I define as any event where the entertainment value to the fan is more important than the official scoring of the event. And so I have that as match races, team races, officials races, mechanic races, powder puff derbies, legends of the Speedbowl, faster pastor events, bus races. Now I have vintage racers here. Some people are not happy about that, but it's still unclear whether some of those are staged or not, if I'm being honest.
I think it's pretty clear.
And then I also consider qualifying events, which are heat races, consolation races / B mains, semi-final rounds. That's a thing that was in the 50s. It's not really applicable to today's world. Let me see here. Additional winners that are acknowledged within a race. So like the Pro 4s were doing that for a while. The Legend cars used to do that, where there was a pro winner and a semi-pro winner and a Masters winner. The person that took the checkered flag and finished first on the track is the one that we count. And then there's also these are a lot of old things. And it was relevant to do this for the Speedbowl because it was really quirky back in the 50s. They had what was called Madcap events and Grand Slam series, and even the Double Down Shootout.
Yep.
So that's a good example because that's the most recent. So the Double Down Shootout was a pair of twin races, and the winner of the Double Down Shootout was whoever had the best average finish. So I count the 2 races as, so like if you won the first one and I won the second one.
I remember when they had those.
But you were the overall winner, we both would get credited with a win because it was twin 20 laps. Because to me that you're just manipulating points really to create another promotion. Right? But it was still 2 races. You're just packaging it differently. So, and then the other thing for the Speedbowl is events not held on the actual track, on the circle track. Demolition derbies, drag events, the SXR kart races, big wheel races, those kind of things. So that's what I did for the Speedbowl ones. Every track is going to be different, but as long as there is consistency with however you are determining it,
right?
Yeah, because the prelim winners didn't count, right? The prelim winners from the SK Lights are not in Stafford's all-time wins list.
No, they are not currently. At the very
And that's
least.
what you brought up, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Dylan Houghton had won. Is that his name, Houghton?
Yeah.
Dylan Houghton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, to me, that is correct. It's a qualifying race.
Right.
It's not a feature event.
So should the duel have counted as a win in the SK Lights earlier this year?
Same amount of laps, right?
It was 20 laps.
Oh, 20
instead
laps.
of 15.
But those paid.
They paid money.
They
yes.
paid money and points.
So it was money and points, but not qualifying to another event?
It set the starting lineup for the 30-lap feature the next day.
Right.
For
But
the Sizzler.
they split the field in half.
I mean, you would
for
have
2
to because
basically
if the
full point
Speedbowls
fang
did
races.
220, to get the overall winner. I mean, essentially, it's the same thing.
It was basically the same format as Wednesday's event, except the qualifying races were 20 laps and counted for points and money, compared to this past week where it's 15 laps with no points, no money.
Yeah, that's really a unique thing.
Well, maybe not, because at least in the dual races that they ran at the Speedbowl, every car was in it.
Right. Well,
This one
that's
is
the
split in
thing.
half.
That's the thing. Because
Yeah.
those SK Light races that they held at the Sizzler, they split the field in half. It's not like they ran 2 races.
Because I remember watching those.
Right.
One of the races was loaded.
Stacked.
Loaded with good
Yes.
cars. And I think the one Hovey had wasn't as loaded, nearly as loaded as the one Sullivan and all those guys were in.
Yeah, but you know, back in when the tri-track first started at the Bulb, I don't know if you were in this race, Matt, but there was qualifying events. I think you and Rachel helped us film this.
Yep.
And there was twin qualifiers that were like 20 laps and paid $3,500 to win. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Like
I
those
do.
aren't feature races. Those were qualifying heats for the 100-lap race.
Oh, yeah.
So again, I think it's quirky. What you guys are describing with the duels and the SK, I mean, it's such a unique event.
Right.
Stafford could really call it any way.
So another example, like when Stafford used to have the Wild Thing Karts race for one Friday night during the event, like pre-COVID,
Yeah.
the winner of the Karts event on Friday night counted as a Stafford Speedway winner.
Yeah.
Or the Ladies Challenge that they used to have fall final weekend, the
Right.
winner of the Ladies Challenge counted as a Stafford Speedway winner.
Yeah.
It's a little bit anomalous, isn't it? Like, if you hold that exact same race for the carts on Monday, like, why does it not count?
If you ask Sean Corshane, he's a Stafford Speedway winner because I think he won some sort of race at Stafford.
I'm almost
years
surprised he
ago.
hasn't chirped it already about it.
Well, now that I mentioned it, he probably will.
Keeter's mad.
Keeter's saying he's going to unsubscribe because I don't count officials' races.
Yeah, that's
His top 10 is illegitimate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it seems to just be arbitrary track by track. I wish there was a better, concrete opinion on it. But as we know, you can't get all the tracks to agree on that definition.
And
Or anything.
a lot of times it's just perception. Like, there's a ton of people in the Speedbowl, right, Diego? Like the Strictly stocks back then when there was 50 cars.
Oh, yeah.
And you had to, they would have 2 consies take 2 cars, and then there would be 23 cars left that were going to go home, and they would have a B main.
Oh, yeah.
And if anybody who won those races would say they have a win.
I was about to say, is Sean Monahan a Stafford winner because he won an SK21 lap? 21 means
I don't know.
21?
That was our first race ever there. He won the
Yeah.
21 means 21.
So I have to check if that counts as a Stafford win. Is the 21 means 21?
I'm surprised
which were
they
B mains
didn't bring that back, because that's when they had fields like the SK
Right.
lights are right
You'd
now.
think they would.
It was a good show. I remember that was tough.
There was no Monahan listed on the all-time feature winners
Okay.
list.
Because they had the SK21 means 21, the late model 16.
Yeah, so that was a consi, basically, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They had a victory lane for them, but
yeah.
I guess it didn't count in the record book.
Right.
It doesn't pay points, though.
I feel like you just got to put it in the track's hands. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, Sid's looking right now. If you're on the all-time, like if Dylan Houghton was one of the people in question, like if he's on that list, congratulations.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. I mean, I
Right.
wouldn't be able to set out really a concrete rule list. Like, that's why I'm asking you guys.
We talked about it with Haidar last year when he won the Cletus 30 lapper, and for a while there he wasn't
Yeah,
on
that
the
was controversial.
wins list.
That was a
It
win.
didn't count on the record books. I think now it does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't
after
they count
lots of
that?
Right.
deliberation.
Well, we already talked about this, but
Yeah.
it's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, that was a race.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was a very loaded stat chat, people, but glad we all made it through. My hair sadly didn't get to see this one, but
All right, then. Listen, let's keep it cranking because we got a lot to get to here. It's time for the old Broadbrook Heating and Cooling. Did you know segment. All right, Diego, did you know that Al Stone, now he was, apparently has 100 and something wins. We'll talk about that later, but that was incorrect. But he did break the record. He now has won in 19 different seasons in the street stock at the New London Waterford Speedbowl. That's the most seasons by anyone in a single division at the bowl. He was previously in a tie with Jeff Pearl, who's won in 18 different SK modified division SK modified seasons, and Farmer Phil Rondo, who has won in 18 different late model divisions. Now, the overall record, just so people don't get confused, is Bob Potter, who has won in 30 different seasons.
Jeez.
And he's won in Bombers, Modifieds, and SK Modifieds. Second is Alan Coates with 23, Rob Janovic in 20, and then Bruce Thomas Jr., Jason Palmer. No, I'm sorry, Jason Palmer now has 20. And then Bruce Thomas Jr., Ted Christopher, and now Al Stone have won in 19 divisions. But in terms of them, all your wins being in a single division, Al Stone's got the record. 19 different seasons he's won a street stock race.
That's, to me, just like a mark of greatness is longevity.
Yeah, for sure.
19 seasons. It's so tough to be consistent and win for 5 seasons, let alone almost 20.
Right.
And, you know, and he's seen the ups and downs. I know Diego likes to say when he came up, the division was down, especially in that Dwayne Dorr era. And it was down. But in my opinion, one of the greatest eras, even more than the late 90s, was the early 2010s when it was Al Stone and Josh Galvin and Ed Pulio.
Oh, yeah.
And Walt Hovey was still racing, and Chris Meyer. And then Corey Hutchins came back, and then Alan Coates came back, and
Norm Sears.
Norm Sears came for a season, and then Norm Root and Ed Gertsch, who were former champs, still running. Those fields were freaking stacked.
Yeah.
back
Monty
then.
Gibbs.
Yeah, no, that was later on.
Was that later?
Yeah, that was later
There
on.
was some good racers back then.
That was a really good. So Al's won in all different iterations, highs and lows of that.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, we had the conversation not too long ago about what makes it great. I mean, you got short spurts of dominance or consistency over long periods, and he's had them both.
Well, here's the thing.
Good job, Al.
Even though the rules might have stayed the same for a while until recently, I mean, what makes a car fast changes and evolves over time. So the fact that you can keep up with the changes and stay fast over 2 to 3 decades
you're
is
living
remarkable.
Yeah, seriously, right?
Yeah, you're living it, man.
All right, Diego, let's go. It's your favorite time.
Sounds so excited, Sid.
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
Here we go.
All right, I got to give a special thanks to Ed Marcel, Firewood and Land Clearing, for this segment of Viewer Mail. We're going to start it off with our friend Jeremy. Okay?
Well, let's start the insanity.
Okay, there were some negative comments made against Stafford bringing Cletus in and canceling a Friday night of racing. Even had some older folks come Friday thinking it was a regular night of racing and upset when they had to turn around. Why are race fans so against outside events? Without these events, all the upgrades most likely don't exist.
Great point.
I'm so glad Jeremy asked because that has drawn my ire over the last couple days.
Really?
Like, with all due respect, get over it. I'm
Seriously.
sorry, but Cletus, you're running a business, okay? Yes, Friday night racing is the cornerstone of Stafford Speedway.
For sure.
But you need to make money. I don't even mean it respectfully anymore. It's just
you couldn't
stop.
convince them people that were at the gate right now still.
And if you
they're
didn't-
still pissed.
I mean, that's that bad job by them. You know
Yeah.
what? Get a freaking schedule. I mean, what the
right.
hell?
If you did not know it was Cletus this weekend, where the hell have you been?
So, especially if you attend the track weekly.
Yes.
How do you not
How did
know?
you not
that-
know the hype about
Yeah,
that?
how did you not know? Because it sure was put out there. I mean, they do a great job of putting it out there.
And every racetrack has their non-weekly racing events. It's not just Stafford.
Yeah.
Seekonk's thrill shows are massive hits.
Dude, them
they
places
had one
are
for the
packed.
4th of July, and it packed the entire house.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't racetracks? I'm sorry.
Bonsa's really pissed off.
Snapping out.
Damn.
Because these people are just making stupid remarks without using their heads.
Yes.
It's
Whoa.
just common sense. There's a reason why Stafford does it. There's a reason why Seekonk does it. You don't want them to have those shows? Well, don't be mad if they're not making money and that comes to bite them later on if their business closes.
Right.
It's not rocket science.
It definitely isn't rocket science, and it's definitely a big moolah maker.
It is.
That's for damn sure.
Whether it's parking, beer, gate, whatever.
Yeah. All the way around.
Sorry, that was a rant.
Well,
but
Bonza, you answered that question for us, so appreciate that, Jeremy. Thanks for the great question. We're moving on now to Dane Amon, I believe how you say his name, and he frequently does this, so I appreciate you, Dane. Do you guys know anything about Tyler Tomasi? Well, I kind of do. He's a driver from Rhode Island. He's making some starts with backmarker teams in Xfinity and trucks this year. Wasn't sure if he'd ever flown across the southern New England short track scene or if he went straight to the touring and then down south. Would you guys support drivers at the high ranks who are from New England outright, or is it more important that they come from a short tracks for you to take any interest? I'm going to answer this first.
Go.
I take great interest in Tyler Tomasi, and at times I think we probably don't give him enough love. Now, he's doing something that a lot of us, including me, I don't know if Matt does, but when we start off as kids, racing this is where we want to be. Now, you can't be mad at him because he's making it happen, whether that's financially or whatever it is that's getting him there.
Yeah, but I think so he doesn't have any experience on the short tracks. Am I getting that right?
Well, no, they're asking if he didn't come through the short tracks like any of our short.
So to me, this is just like Logano and
Joey
Priest.
Logano, yep.
I have no connection to Joey Logano at all.
Right.
And all my friends that aren't in racing, whenever I mention race, that's the first name they bring up, and I'm like, I don't really. It doesn't matter to me. Like I know, like Rob's, that's his favorite driver, but
yeah.
But I don't. To me, Logano's no different than anybody else. But Ryan, I am totally connected to because I've seen him race.
Yes.
And he's gone to the short tracks. He's won at all the tracks that I go to. So there's definitely a connection there. And so it's not that I wouldn't want anybody from New England to not have success, but if you don't come through the short track scene that we are totally involved in, then there's going to be less of a connection.
It's hard for you to pay attention to.
Well, no, it's just hard to be like personally invested in their career if I wasn't up close to it. You know what I mean?
I understand.
I think Tomasi, he raced like super late models, those type of cars.
But he started in bandos. He ran full seasons at Seekonk. I think they touched at the bowl, and he came down in a late model a few times. It's kind of like Gio Ruggiero. He ran a full season at the bowl for Scott Harkin in legend cars for a full season and did a lot of racing up at Seekonk. Kind of the same deal, but obviously Gio's in a different place and has worked through, pro late models and late models and has put the work into supers. And I think Tyler has just jumped all of that and just got straight to the business. And, he hasn't seen much success there, but I can't knock him for trying. No,
you can't blame him.
Yeah. And so, I appreciate what he's trying to do. Good for him. It would be great if he could pull off a miracle great run with some of these teams he's on. But, it's not that I don't, we don't care.
What about, isn't Joe Graff Jr. from Connecticut?
Oh,
He's from New York.
Yeah, but he ran
didn't he race at Stafford?
Oh, for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, but not many people, I don't think, really follow him when he was racing Xfinity and whatnot.
Isn't there another one, too, that is racing Xfinity, and he's from Connecticut also?
Well,
Alfredo.
Anthony Alfredo,
Yep.
That's true. That's true.
It's funny because I was checking into Lime Rock in the little credentials tent, and it was me and Joe Graff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, Joe, what's up, buddy?"
Yeah.
And so I used to make shirts for him when he was running for Paul and stuff, and I know he's more into the sneaker game now, I think, than racing. But it was cool to see him. Those guys, listen, you give Tyler credit, man. He's trying.
Right.
He's trying. I understand what Sid's saying. He doesn't come through, so it's hard to get that connection with him.
It's like Justin Bonsignor when he races the 19 in Xfinity, or when Doug Coby had that truck race at Bristol.
Yeah. But
we all follow them.
But you all follow them, so it's easy to root for them. So
right. No disrespect to Tomasi.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we're moving on. This is my boy Joe. This is a question for you guys, and he's an official at Seekonk, and I had the pleasure of meeting Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought us some. What is that? Rhode Island cold pizza?
Yep.
Is that what they call it? I've never had it, and it wasn't bad. So I appreciate it, Joe. And his question is, when Woody Pitkat raced at Seekonk in the Monaco Modifieds, he was in the 88 car. Last week at Stafford, he was in the 8 car. Mm-hmm. How come? Maybe the 8 car is the Stafford car and he uses the 88 at other tracks. I was just wondering, and it says, thanks, Joe, and love the show, and you guys have a good week. But
that's basically it.
Yeah,
they
that's
have the
it.
notebook for the 8 car. That's what they ran the Open 80s in last year.
Right.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, the McCombs 8, yeah. And then the Jet Motorsports team, I think, is brand new for this year.
2 different owners, though. Is that correct?
Yes, 2 different owners.
Same crew, basically.
Same crew?
Yeah.
2 different owners?
Yeah.
I think it comes out of the same shop and everything. Mike Holmes owns the 8, and then whoever the Jet Motorsports, they just started that deal up this year.
Okay.
I think they kind of took over what was the Dunleavy deal.
Right.
And
Yeah. So it was really just the familiarity and the success of the notebook they had with that 8. He's got it right. That's basically it. Yep.
Okay, this is from Jared Barden, maybe, but he is.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, he's a first timer here, so he has multiple questions, but I'm just going to read one.
Okay.
Safer barriers or equivalent energy absorbing walls. If you don't know what we're talking about, a competitor in Sunday's compact enduro at the Speedbowl had to be transported to the local hospital after a driver's side impact into turn 1-2 wall, admitting, wishing nothing but the very best for the driver and family and friends. Absolute last thing you want to see on a race day for sure. Now, this is a loaded question regarding safety, money, time, manpower, possible racing downtime to install, etc. But my question for the crew is, if you were a touring series rule sanctioning body, would you emulate a safer barrier requirement in high impact zones like NASCAR has had in place since the mid-2000s? Or is it not feasible for local short tracks to work around a requirement like this, given the already high cost of doing business? Is there still a degree of race at, this is in quotes, race at your own risk, ? If there was to be set guidelines, would you base it off the track size, top speed on the straightaways, or distance from the apron to the outside wall?
Jeez.
That's a really convoluted.
Yeah, I don't even know.
So
what the
there's a
answer
lot
first.
going on there. I mean, basically our safer barriers, should they be mandated, is pretty much.
I think he answered his own question talking about the feasibility of the short tracks
Yeah,
that can handle it.
It seems infrastructurally a little complicated for a lot of tracks. They're just, some of them I feel like are not built to have an extra part of the wall that extends out. I mean,
well, it's not even, like, for me, it's not even that. It's the money. Safer
Yeah.
barriers are expensive, and people don't realize how much just a foot of safer barrier
But
costs.
I mean,
We can't even get new mics.
well,
We're gonna have a safer
that's what I'm
barrier.
saying.
But, in the grand scheme of things, though, it's easy for me because I don't have that kind of money to talk about. But I mean, the safety of the product is probably the utmost importance here.
Yeah, it is.
is.
But I mean, like the Speedbowl, there hasn't been a fatality at the Speedbowl in over 70 years.
Right.
70 years. So, I mean, yeah, safety is a thing, but that's a major expense. It's a major capital improvement.
Yeah.
I mean, Stafford is one of the few tracks in the country that actually has them. So
Yeah.
it's there. I don't want to say it's a luxury, but I mean it's an outlier.
It
that they
somewhat
have.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet if a bunch of touring series, like if Monaco said we can't race the bowl until you have a safer wall, well, the bowl is just going to say, well, we can't really make that happen unless you somehow chip in.
Right.
I mean, I think we'd all love to see Thompson have safer barriers.
100%. You love to see them all have it, but
But-
it's not realistic.
Yeah, Thompson's not going to put in the money for that.
I even think, at times, the Speedbowl is a fast little track. And when you go up the hill the wrong way and hit full tilt, that hurts a hell of a lot too,
Right.
So, I mean, I guess it's going to be said for every track. Really, I mean, just draw the line. And who has the money, who doesn't? And
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to his question.
Right.
Because there is a lot happening there.
Right.
And there's a lot of money somebody is going to have to spend.
Yeah, I mean, he asked if race at your own risk is still a thing. I mean, race at your own risk, there's always a risk.
Always been.
There always has been, and there probably always will be, as long as it's about going fast. You want to reduce the risk as much as possible, but I feel like a mandate of specific equipment like that would leave a lot of these tracks in ruin.
Yeah. And
Well,
then-
sadly.
And I mean, you have Oswego with like those foam blocks and such. I mean, there's some alternatives,
Yeah.
I mean, guardrail probably gives more, but guardrail can also be a lot more dangerous in some instances as well. So, I mean, yeah, safer barriers just, it costs so much money. Stafford got their safer barriers from Memphis. You know, they had a deal with Memphis Motorsports Park to get those safer barriers. So it'd be really hard for any local short track to get a deal that they can afford to install a safer barrier in one section of the turn, let alone all the turns and maybe even the straightaways.
And you got to fix them too after a while. It's not like you just put it in and it's there forever. I mean, the whole thing is that it has this foam-ish material behind it that gets crushed. It's not like it's infinitely reusable.
All right, Remy, take her home.
All right. If anyone wants to send us questions, please send them to sidviewpodcast@gmail.com, please. Thank you.
Well done, Remy.
Hell yeah. Special thanks to Ed Marcel, Firewood and Land Clearing for that segment.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Let the smack talking begin. Here we go. I'm talking about double digits right in your face.
Looky. Who
Come on.
Looky.
Diego, not bad. You're still in last place, but
I don't care.
All right.
I
Well,
don't
you
care.
should.
I'm catching you guys.
This got ratcheted up real quick.
Oh, yeah, for Fro for getting 5 in a row last week.
I'm right back in the fight now.
Yeah, you are.
Fell right back off the cliff.
Remy's doing what she does best.
All right, here we go. So it's going to be myself, Diego, then our man Matt Swanson, then Remy, then Rob, and then that's it.
I mean, how is the Remy Rob order? Is it just ladies first?
Just
at that
because
point?
it's Sid's View podcast. That's what I freaking said it is.
You don't have
So
to get
shut
all
up.
Sharpie with me here.
All right, you ready?
Nope. Just take your.
Oh yeah, take that off.
Thank you.
Got it. I'm sorry. You said just take it off.
Oh my
That's
lord.
what she said.
All right, I've been waiting a while. So, all right, here we go. Tyler Trott, Streeters, Stafford. Jason Beal, Trucks at the Bowl. Luke LeBrun, Late Models at the Conch. Avery Storr going for his 4th straight Boston Louis Memorial win in the Nemas.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to go with the point leader, Richie Johnson, in the Sport 4s at Seekonk on Fast Friday. Come get some. Over to you, Diego.
Dude, you're ridiculous.
Come on.
Okay, looky what we have here. Okay, so I'm going my first one, Stafford Speedway. Limited late models. You're going to be happy about this one, Bonza. Okay?
I am?
Yeah, because I picked the limiteds.
Oh, true.
Gary Patnode.
Oh.
Don't pick it, Fro.
It's already installed.
No, don't pick it, Fro.
Okay. You know, I'll just pretend.
Speedbowl, Minis, Andrew Kraminski. Is that how you say his last name? That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Seekonk Speedway, Jacob Burns in the Pro Stocks. Okay.
Chalk City.
Touring Series Pass, Joey
Dwyron.
Yeah. This is what I'm taking. My wild card, and I'm doing this because he's been on me a lot lately. Super X, Mr. Castro. Yes.
Okay. All right, Swanson. What do you got, guy? Now,
Come on,
listen,
Swanee!
The hot seat has the lead in this little
I
thing here,
know.
so no pressure.
Don't worry, we'll go straight downhill this week.
Remy,
going Stafford Speedway Limited Late Model is going to go with Travis Hydar.
Okay.
Point leader.
There you go.
Nice.
Gonna dust you.
Waterford Speedbowl SKs, Andrew Moeller going for win number 5.
Wow. Okay.
Seekonk Speedway going with Fast Friday, Brandon Martinez and the Legends card.
Wow. All right.
Touring Series going with Pass. Once again, Diego, you're all done. DJ Shaw.
Okay.
And then Wild Card going with Stafford Street Stocks, Brent Gleason to get his 2nd win of the year.
All right.
Oh, okay.
That's how you come in, read them off, talk some smack.
Yes.
Remy, over to you.
Welp. Okay. So Stafford Limited Late Model Matt Clemente.
That's how you do it.
Waterford Speedbowl SK Eric Burt. Seekonk Sportsman.
No shot.
Scott Serendisky.
Close.
Serendisky?
You keep putting the N in the wrong spot,
Right.
but that's fine. We know what you meant.
Damn. For a touring series, I'm going with Nima and Paul Scally.
I think it's Scally. But,
Scally. And then I'm going back to Seekong for the pro stocks with Dave Darlin.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Now that dude down there in the bullpen looks kind of like Rob, but we're not really
I
sure.
don't know. This is Bob here with my picks. Rob, I don't know. Bob, that's all me, baby. Here we go.
Yep.
For Stafford. The limited late models, I wonder who I picked. Not backing down on the pick. 22 car, Gary Patton.
Such a moron.
Listen, there's some conviction behind that pick. I'm not gonna, not pick it. Diego, we'll have to share the win this week, I suppose.
Okay, whatever you say.
No, you won't.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, who's gonna take
That's
it?
what I'm talking about.
Idar.
Oh, Jesus. Bowl.
Yeah.
Going RC3. We keep talking. It's hard to not pick him. I guess it's my time to take him.
Okay.
We like to call that chalk.
Seacog, Streeters, Adam Petty. Touring with the pass. I got Gabe Brown. In my wild card, Stafford SK Mods. I'm saying Alex Pearl breaks through.
Oh, that's a good one.
pick.
I was tempted to go there.
Sneaky.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's awesome.
All right, we'll get those picks online on our Facebook page so everybody can check them out. Listen, before we get to the old Pop Culture Minute, our man Dan Riley let us know they're having the limited late model 30 lapper at Stafford. And the winner's getting a Riley generator.
Oh, I need one of those.
Yeah.
The
Well,
namesake Riley generator.
You're not in the race, so you
I
get no
need
shot.
one of those.
So good job by Dan. Good supporter of racing. Good supporter of the podcast. It's that time for and this, let me tell you, I worked hard on this one. The crew has no idea what's coming, but it's time for the Pop Culture Minute. Here we go. All right, so this went pretty viral this week. I'm going to assume everybody saw this. The CEO of
Oh my goodness.
Astronomer,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We've all seen this, right? So that's a CEO having an affair with his HR, head of HR, who's going to have a hard time getting a job in that position the rest of her career.
It's probably over.
Caught by on the camera at the Coldplay concert. But did you know they weren't the only ones caught
Oh,
at the
Jesus.
concert? Did you know this, Diego?
No.
Well, later on, there was Corey Fanning and Ryan Waterman. They were also caught on camera. And then the next one was Sammy and Amanda West.
Oh my God.
Dude.
Later on, Jason Palmer and Brody. It was unbelievable, all the people that were getting snagged.
I mean, this is insanity.
And then finally, it was Chapman and Beal. So listen, you guys got to be careful when you go out to the track. I mean,
That's a lot of families ruined right there.
Oh, Sid was like, "Oh, this is fun." My God.
That's your Pop Culture Minute, everybody. Let's find out what's on tap, shall we?
Oh, here he goes.
Oh, well, here we go. There it is.
Oh, go where are you at, Sid? Wow,
Drowning someone help him.
All right, stuff's happening. Wild and Wacky Wednesday, Friday, over at Stafford and Seacock. Granite State doing it up again. They're over at Lee. 100 lapper at the bowl for the late models. Seacock's got the Boston Louis, Nema's and Nema lights. Our man Swanson's going to be over at the White Mountain Motorsports Park on Sunday looking for that Supermod win. How's your season going over there, racing for Howie?
It's been good so far, honestly. We started off the year, and those things, honestly, like Howie this past winter did a full rebuild on that car. He stripped it down to nothing and made a lot of improvements to it. But with those things, there's no cookie cutter way to set them up because they're all so different. So
yeah,
just kind of had to work the bugs back out of it at the beginning of the year, and was running really good at Thunder Road. Thought we were going to contend for a win, and had a little bit of an issue. And then Howie just went back to the garage and put the time in to get the car better for White Mountain, and came out on top there. So hopefully we can defend that this weekend.
Yeah, right on. Good luck, brother.
Good old Swanee, man, kicking some butt in the
Yeah.
Supermods.
All right, it's another supersized show. Let's find out who won the week.
Who are you?
All right.
Remy.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, might
sorry.
be.
Dude, that's 2 weeks in a row.
Go ahead,
To be
Rob.
fair, though, Fro was doing that. And
Oh my
we
gosh.
got thrown off.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, should I say it still anyway?
Yes. Still, listen.
Brought to you by Skate It.
Oh,
We
Jesus.
say it right.
Oh, Lord.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
You like that? Oh, you never heard that one before, have you?
Easy over there, Bob.
That's what I'm saying. I'm living up to the name now.
I was about to say SpongeBob now.
Oh, easy,
Remy,
Bob.
go ahead. Read them off there. What do you got?
Why me?
Because people love when you are on the
Lord.
mic saying things. Go ahead.
I was gonna do Jake Johnson, Peter Bennett.
Well, you give a little description here. Jake Johnson won the Modified Masters.
Yes.
First Stafford win.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Why do I have to talk so much?
Come on,
Peter
Rem.
Bennett,
I mean, people love
first
it. Yeah,
SK Light.
That's a good one.
Win. Andrew Moeller winning 4 out of the 5 last SK races.
Very good.
Grayson Day is the kid who won his debut, right?
Yes.
Tommy Catalano.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
First career win
Yep.
on the tour.
Al Stone,
Yep.
19 seasons.
Record breaker. Yep.
And then I was gonna put Brent Robideau for winning in the Crown Vics and then also Pure Stocks.
Very good. I also have Zach Martinez winning in a Legend car and in a NEMA Light.
Also a good pick.
Yeah. What are you thinking, Diego?
I'm picking Catalano.
Mm-hmm. The chalky pick.
Well, I have to. I
I'm
mean,
just
he's
kidding.
been at it forever, dude.
Just kidding.
You know?
Swanson, you get one in this one.
I'll stick with. Actually, you know what? I'll go with Jake Johnson.
Yeah, there you go.
Winning the tri-track race. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think. I gotta think this through a little bit now.
There's so many. Like Bennett could get it.
Yeah.
Bennett. I mean, that's a big field.
I
Jake
was-
Johnson's was great too.
What about Stafford for the Cletus?
That's a given.
So you're saying that's the chalk pick?
That's the chalk pick.
I mean, Stafford pace car did not win the week.
You could say the Stafford new pace car.
Right.
Definitely not the old one, though.
I'm probably gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Jake too. I think.
Jake is definitely a good pick.
What do you got, Remy?
I don't know yet. Can you come back to me? Can we go to
Bonsa, what do you
Bonsa?
got?
I got to go Tommy Catalano.
Hell
He's
yeah.
been at it for a long time. He's
Yeah.
been due for one. And to do it on the last lap by 0.07 of a second, it's the best way you can get your first modified tour win.
Do you see who Mr. Hahn picked?
I did.
Yes, you did.
I'm really trying this hard this week to listen to you guys talk and do the chat. I know. That's a problem.
Oh, you've been struggling slightly.
I know. It's the heat down here, man. That 10% decrease brain power. It's bad. Bad.
What a meathead.
Put Preston down for Catalano.
Alrighty.
Oh, yeah. Catalano's starting to rack him in here.
He's.
Did you go, Rem?
Dude, he
Can't
should,
beat the first.
He should have won 2 years ago.
Come on, Rems.
He could have won a few.
He should have won a few.
Okay. I think I made my pick.
All right, go.
I'll go with Peter Bennett.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
Way to mix it up.
Thank you.
Matt, we're waiting for you to win one of these.
Yeah.
In the family car, definitely winner of the week.
Yeah.
How you feeling over there, Rob?
I'm going Peter Bennett. I was cheering that man on behind the director's board. It was hard not to. Really difficult.
All right, you're feeling good enough to tally it up?
We got a tie for the win right now, man. I'm
Oh.
trying to win.
Come on.
We need a
Who
deal
else hasn't
breaker. We need
voted?
a
Let's go.
tie-breaking vote here.
One vote. Sean, Emma, somebody.
What?
Sean just count Mark St. Hilaire.
Yeah, he says.
Mark St. Hilaire.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Fence line, you can't vote twice. Don't try to rig the system, guy.
Oh yeah.
Also, do I count Stafford and Stafford Pace Car? I mean, are those separate entities?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, well, in that case.
Oh boy, Rob gets tough. The math is tough. Come on, guy. Record show. Record show length here.
Listen, if we're divvying it up, then we got a clear winner.
Okay.
Here we go.
Waiting.
We got Brent Robideau with 1, Mark St. Hilaire with 1, Jake Johnson with 2, Peter Bennett with 2, Stafford with 3. Stafford Pace Car somehow got 3. I don't know how the hell that's
that's
possible.
weird.
He's absolutely done for.
That's weird.
And the winner of the week is Tommy Catalano with 5.
All right. Very well done. Listen, we just keep breaking our own record here. Another doozy of a show. That, without a doubt, is the longest show in the history of the Sid's View podcast. Listen, everybody, follow us on social because we got all kinds of stuff we like to share on the reels. Diego, take us home, brother.
Hell yeah, man. I can't do it without these guys. So thanks to Belltown Motors for the weekly update. Of course, White Owl Communications for the Nostalgia Nugget. Northeast Performance and Parts for the Popcorn Stat Chat. Broadbrook Heating and Cooling for Did You Know? Of course, Ed Marcel Firewood and Land Clearing for Viewer Mail. Midstate Site Development for the Stat Drop. Northeast Truck and Off-Road for my favorite, the Weekly Pick'ems. Riley Generators for the Pop Culture Minute. Of course, Myers Creamery for What's on Tap. Skate-Gate LLC for Who Won the Week. Special thanks to Stafford Speedway JDL Motorsports for the point standings. Of course, Monaco Ford for the results ticker. Thank you very much. DRC Electric for the chalkboard chatter. Serve Pro for the quote of the week. Seacon Grand Prix, special thanks for firing up the hot seat. I got one of my longtime friends coming in tonight and hanging out with us. Thank you, Mr. Matt Swanson. Much appreciated.
Of course, guys. Thanks for having me on. Had
Hell
a lot
yeah.
of fun.
Special thanks to Preston and Bonza for filling in tonight and always working in the podcast crew. Of course, Vault Productions for this kick-ass studio. And I know I say it every week, but I mean it. Thanks to all you podcast members that tune in every week. Get crazy on a live chat. Check you out next week.
I want to say a big thank you to Speedbowl History, Seekonk Speedway, Stafford Speedway, and Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series for the videos tonight.
All right, everybody. Another busy week ahead. Seekonk people, get rowdy. Rowdy Burns coming in studio next week. We'll see you then.